What is happening, everybody? I'm back with my brother Marcel Martin. Marcel, what's up, baby? How you doing?
What's good, Josh? You already know what it is. You know, I had to take a little break. I wanted to give the chat, their halftime hot take, so I took a back seat. But you can't keep a player down for too long, baby. We back.
You can only keep a good man down for so long. And Marcel is back, and we are facing the T-Wolves tonight, who have ended up being a pretty surprise team. I mean, sooner or later, they had to end up being good. They reminded me of Philadelphia there for a while, where you just get handed draft pick after draft pick after draft pick. And finally, you end up with a pretty good team after a while. So they've been playing winning basketball for most of the season. The Raptors clearly have really ramped it up in 2022. But what happened last game versus the Pelicans? It was on Valentine's Day. I missed it, unfortunately. I had a commitment, and those will be rare. But anyways, what happened to the Raptors in New Orleans?
I think they showed up, the night before. And, no practice, no Nick Nurse gave them the night to relax. And they all went on Bourbon Street, got a bunch of gumbo, jambalaya. They found some poutine out there. I know it's in Canada, but we got that down there too, you know what I'm saying? So, they was feasting. I feel like they was just, very lethargic. I think, but to be honest, and I think, a lot of Raptors fans can agree with me, that game was kind of throwaway. Yeah, losing by 30 to the Pelicans after they just made a big trade. It hurts, but at the same time, it's like, okay, they're not a threat. Like, that's not a real contender or whatever. Games like this against the Minnesota Timberwolves, that's a game we got to make sure that we do win.
Facts. Big facts. I'm excited for this one. You know what? They get some underrated players. I don't even know if he's in the lineup tonight, but I've always really liked Josh Okogie. Anthony Edwards is Hollywood basketball. Ooh! Speaking of that, Marcel, we got to get our streams lined up because Gary Trent Jr. is feeling himself right now.
Hey, I just want to shout out your baller. He read my mind. Before, we went live, I was watching the chat, and I was telling Josh, I was like, I think Gary Trent Jr. embodies a lot of Kyle Lowry. Of course, Fred is that leader. He's our point guard. But Gary Trent Jr., he's got that attitude, that tenacity. And then your baller put in the chat, don't poke the bear. I'm like, bro, we right here, baby. We right here.
True story. You were like, York is reading my mind right now. Also, Marcel, tell me what you're seeing on the clock right now. I'm at 6:05.
Gary just hit a midi, so I'm way behind you.
Oh, you are.
I don't see your clock up. I'm at 6:38.
You're 6:38. Okay, click refresh on your stream. It might bring you up a bit, but yeah. I don't know. And also, you're used to setting this up. I don't know. I always use my cable, so it's a little bit more straightforward.
I got 6:21, 6:20.
Yo, Marcel,
I think that was D'Angelo into 3. Missed. What's up?
I didn't bet tonight, man. I didn't throw any money down.
You said you didn't.
I got no financial vested stakes in this game. I'm enjoying it as a non-degenerate, just watching my team. I'm not betting tonight. And guys, don't get used to this. I will be going back to the bets, but tonight I didn't have time and I didn't feel pressured to. I was like, hey, I'm coming back after a game absence. Let me get my feel back. And you know what? I always bet on the Raptors. This is a crazy moment when I don't. We'll see. Already they're making me regret not betting on them up 22-11.
Hey, shout out to the man Mustafa in the chat. Always a regular in the chat. He said, hello, Josh and Marcel. How are you? We doing good on this Wednesday night, baby. We trying to get a dub. We looking for a dub.
Yes, sir. Good to hear from Mustafa as always checking up on us. What are you at right now on the TV on the clock?
Birch just got subbed out at 6:01. Pascal's inbounding to Gary, and he splashed it. He splashed it. Boy.
Okay. Did you just see the dunk?
No, I saw the Gary 3. Bro, I think my stream is just forever behind you, bro. Let me try to find another legal stream.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it lined up once we usually get it lined up pretty well. So just let me know when you try Stream East. I don't know what you normally use, but they're pretty good. Hey man, shouts out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate everyone who's already tuning in. I will drop a like spike nice and early here. Once we get up to 100, that's when I stop panhandling for the likes. But if you guys could help us get there, it's always appreciated. The Raptors looking nice.
So it's 5:16 on my stream. We're about to inbound the ball.
Okay.
What time is it for you?
I was paused waiting to get re-caught up, but I'll fast forward here to live, and then we'll figure it out. But I got to say, bro, you missed a hype dunk by Scotty Barnes in transition.
Man.
I'm sorry to do that to you.
3.
I'm at 5:01.
Bring it down. Ooh, they fouled Pascal. Why am I behind you by like 2 seconds?
Wait, what does this say on your clock? I swear we should do this before we hop on, but
It's all good. We gonna get there. It don't matter. It don't matter.
it's a work in progress.
It's 5:05 on the clock for me. They're about to inbound it to Precious.
Okay, and I got to pause at 4:40, so tell me when we're there, and then I'll hit play. But yeah,
You're at
this is
4:40?
yeah, I'm at 4:40.
Sorry, chat. Your boy's gonna be a little bit behind today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Chat, we appreciate you guys holding on for this moment here with us while we just get everything all set up. But
They missed a 3. I'm at 4:40.
you're at 4:40?
Yep, they missed a 3, then they made a 3.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
So we good.
That's give or
Scotty's
take in the
bringing the
same
ball
place
down.
now.
Inside pass to OG. Oh, was that a travel?
Ooh, misses. You know who's an underrated player is Jarrett Culver. He's like apparently one of the sneakiest defenders in the league. I've watched some T-Wolves games. He's pretty good. You know, I nothing like to really run home about, but he is good. And then Cat gets fouled, he'll be shooting too.
No, I believe it. I mean, I think being a good defender is really underrated in the NBA unless you're like a superstar, like unless you're like one of the top guys. No one really cares if you're a great defender, right?
Yeah, but hey,
like
coach does.
Everybody praises what's the name? Draymond Green for his defense. He is a great defender.
Yeah.
And flame me if you want. He is not a top defender in this league. I promise you he's not.
Bro, they gave him the defender of, what was it, the decade over Kawhi in the 2010s. And I was like, that's crazy. I get it.
Bro, I'll give you one case for the reason why Draymond, in my opinion, isn't a top defender. Because remember when we played them in the finals? Before game 1, Draymond Green said, I'm the greatest defender in the world. And what happened? Pascal had the most efficient scoring night in NBA Finals history.
Hey, man, that's a mic drop. But
like, come on.
Draymond Green, I don't know. Like, he is very valuable. He is definitely one of the better defenders that have played basketball. And he's very crafty, and he had the pleasure of playing with the best shooting backcourt of all time by far. Ooh, Scotty, this might be a big Scotty Barnes night. Let's go. Beautiful cut off ball. Goes up for the jam. I love to see that. But Draymond Green, I don't know. He's very good. But, bro, you put a capable player in that Golden State setting who's going to go and, like, grind on defense and play make. I don't know. Like, it really... It magnified his career. I'll put it at that.
For sure. And here I am trying to get my life together with these streams. Every stream I'm pulling up is way behind you. We're going to fix it, though. It don't matter. We here. We lit. What's the chat up to, y'all? We got a like spike? How many likes we got?
I'll drop a like spike right now.
Rookie numbers.
We'll get that number cranked up. But Cat's at the free throw line. He makes the first one. Cat's having a crazy season.
Cat.
Karl Anthony Towns.
You know what? Cat's cool guy in my book. Okay, I think I'm perfectly synced up. He's about to shoot a second one, right?
Yep, he's about to right now. Let's see.
I'm in there.
Dribble, and shoots it. Are we lined up?
Yeah, I got 332. Scotty's bringing it down.
Yeah, we're good.
Ooh,
we are good, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, well, Gary, tough shot. Tough shot.
Misses.
Uh-oh, look up. Oh, yeah, you ain't got no one to give it to. Come on. Ooh, is that a Boucher? Headband Boucher. Oh, everybody but Scotty got a headband.
Are you at 306?
I'm at 304. They just called a foul or some shit. So, something. Ooh. Watch your profanity.
I hope Scotty Barnes can have a night tonight. He's been a little bit overdue for a dominant performance. I shouldn't say that. He's a rookie. He's played really good still. But I want like a crazy Scotty Barnes night that's going to make a little bit of a ripple in the NBA. Going into All-Star Weekend, I want it.
You know, I'm more excited to see how this team looks after the break because our starters running the most minutes in the league. You know, this team is tired. They deserve the break. You know, so I'm excited to see them come back refreshed and ready to attack the second half of the season and really, bring home some dubs. Stay in that
Yeah.
playoff picture. I would love for us to finish in the 6th seed because I don't want to see a play-in. Like, I don't want to see us in the play-in at all.
Yeah, me neither. This team's definitely good enough to end up in that top 6. And that's so crazy. That take at different times this year has been a lock. It's been so far from real, and then it's now back to being like a very likely opportunity. This team's just been in every single perspective this season alone. It's hilarious. But one thing is for certain, they've played a boatload of minutes. So Fred VanVleet might not get his full rest, but the rest of the team definitely will, and it will be fully appreciated. I can't wait to see him in the three-point contest.
Yo, Freddie's about to knock him down, man. I would have loved to see Gary in the three-point contest, maybe next year.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but Fred VanVleet, I'm actually going to throw, like, I just talked about how I'm not gambling tonight. I am definitely putting a little bit of money on Fred VanVleet to win the three-point contest. Most certainly. I think he's plus 250, so that's pretty good.
Hey, shout out to Nathan Tipton in the chat. He said, here for more Marcel content. I appreciate you, big dog. Thanks for tuning in.
People miss
chilling
you.
with us. And Mustafa's has, he put thoughts on Thad. Thad the Chad. I'm going to have to come clean. And I'm starting to, come around to the idea of him on the squad. I think it was just a in-the-moment reaction to, not getting what I wanted back. Because I was believing those Nurkic rumors, Josh. I wanted Nurkic so bad. But you know what? We got rid of Goran Dragic. So whatever. We could have traded him for cash consideration. I'd be cool with that. So...
Yeah. Oh, and Thad Young will bring a really cool dynamic to the team. I mean, he's, we don't have a lot of vets. We have a lot of guys that play at his size and his kind of outlook. But at the same time, we want to be fully positionless. And Thad Young is like a very, very valuable veteran presence, especially defensively. So I like the idea of him rubbing off on the young guys and just helping us win this season because this season's got a weird ceiling to it. I definitely don't want to push the envelope too far. I'm not saying championship at all, not even a little, but this team's going to be very good and competitive. They're going to be a tough out for anyone. I'm excited to see where it goes.
For sure. And then if you just think about it, Thad coming to the team is actually going to help us, like you said, with that veteran presence. Also, I didn't know that OG and Terrence Davis were both on his AAU team. Like, they were teammates together, playing for Thad's team. So, that's a little bit of chemistry with OG and Thad already. So, everything looks good. I did not know enough about Thaddeus Young to really have an opinion other than I didn't like the trade. But seeing how he already kind of has some roots, with the team as far as OG goes, he's very positive about it. At least he didn't come out and say, I have higher aspirations. You know what I mean? So, it can work out, for sure.
At very least, hey, he taught OG how to clamp. And there, speak of the devil, he's in the game right now. His presence alone deters Anthony Edwards from making his first free throw. He's a scary dude. I've always thought that when we faced him, I would be like, I would not pick a fight with that guy. I mean, I shouldn't pick a fight with anybody in the NBA, but especially not that guy.
No, I feel like Anthony Edwards, he has an entourage at every game just waiting for something to pop off. I believe it.
I feel that same way about Delano Banton. Like, I feel like if someone like jumped Delano in Toronto, like on the court, like a player, they might actually get shot at. But I don't know if I can say that.
No, yeah, for sure. Delano representing, Toronto. He's from those ends. Is that Toronto slang? He's from the ends out there in Rexdale. He got them goons on him. I think Delano's valid in his city.
It's so funny seeing like all the small town underground Toronto rappers fill his Instagram comments up. But he's loved in the city. I love Delano Banton. And I always say he's like a walking Rexdale. It's sweet. Oh, Precious in the mid-range. Oh, gorgeous off-ball cut. Woo! Love to see Precious doing that. I know Tom Moreau's hype right now.
The touch is good. Yeah, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is just some dude who decided to play basketball.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, and he ends up Oh Boo-hoo. My God! Did Edwards hit his head off the? No. That was weird. He was holding his head there for a second. Like, how high up did he just get? Yeah. Okay. No. We're good. For a second, he was holding his head like he might have actually smoked it on the rim or something, and he got up there for a second. But instead, he is fouled. Chris Boucher draws that, so he'll be shooting too.
All right, Josh, I'm about to, try my hand at some Toronto slang. We got Connor W. He said, Come on, Josh. Delano's a good Ute. He never shoot at the men dem.
Oh yeah, no, he's in the NBA. I'm not saying he would. I'm definitely not. He is a good Ute.
Delano Banton is no waste man. He is no waste man.
Oh my God! Have you heard?
I know a little Toronto slang.
Hey, I'm no better at it. I'm no better at it. Sometimes I do say some stuff that's like in kind of Toronto slang. When someone says, "Oh, you want to go do something?" and I'm down to do it, I'll say bet. And I don't know if that's that's not a Toronto thing though, is it?
I think that's like a universal thing now. Like I've been saying this since like high school. Like, all right, bet. You know?
Bro, I think Toronto culture is like somewhere between like Caribbean influence and like UK influence. It's weird. It's
so weird, bro. It's so weird. And obviously I don't live there, so I have no idea when that came to be. But I mean, I don't know. Toronto slang's hilarious.
Yeah, it definitely.
But it's legit though.
Yeah, I like when Smiley talks. He sounds so he's like zesty for no reason. What just happened? Are you getting the replay on that call there?
Yes, they called kickball, and when you watch the replay, it didn't touch his foot.
No, I know. The refs have been really bad this game. We haven't really mentioned it much, but the refs have been brutal. And normally I defend the refs, like I give them the benefit of the doubt. It's been ugly. Precious guarding Anthony Edwards. Great defense there. Love that.
Hey, we got Daniel Miranda in the chat. Where is Marcel from? My guess is Montreal. I'm from the United States of America.
America. Very exotic.
I'm out here in Texas.
It is always shocking to tell other Raptors fans that you, being from Texas, root for this team, because in our minds we just imagine that no one in the state of Texas cares about this team. But it's great. I mean, like, it makes sense why people would like the Raptors, bro. They've been so consistent in recent past. They have a cool little history, championship. I mean, I know you were there before all that good stuff, but
yeah, and it was funny too because like when the Raptors won their championship, my cousin, he put on Facebook, he's like, all right, now the only person that can celebrate is Marcel because he's the only Raptors fan in this entire United States. I'm like, you're right. You're absolutely right.
You're like, damn straight. Oh, Banton gets it into Precious. He wants the feedback pass, doesn't get it. Chris Boucher, pump fakes, drives.
Yeah,
that was so close. That was so close.
We got the bench in, plus Pascal, so let's see how we do. We got to close out on defense. Come on, Boucher.
What second are you at right now?
I'm at 36 seconds. Delano's pushing P. Ooh, that pass.
Oh, perfect. Gorgeous. I think we're finally perfectly lined up now. Pascal taking the D to the O, getting the transition bucket. All right, Anthony Edwards with it right now. He's going to try to cook Boucher, gets around him.
Push it.
Wow,
Push it.
Good defense. Thad.
Bad pass.
Yeah.
Good job, Thad the Chad.
Beasley shoots the three, misses that, and it's rebounded by Boucher. All right, we got 3, 2, 1. Pascal yanks it from half. That's nowhere even close. I think I'm frozen on the screen right now.
I think you're frozen. Are you good? I think you're frozen. Is Josh frozen? Am I frozen?
I think I'm frozen.
Oh, man. Can y'all still see me, though? Am I good?
Yeah, no. Marcel, I think you're coming through fine. I just need to maybe get myself back in here. All right, let me see.
Shout out to Paul Blunt. He said Marcel's Messiah's son. I could be.
Okay, here. 1 sec. I'm going to need to try to re-add my device into OBS. Marcel, you're holding it down solo at the moment.
Oh, hey, all right. Hey, what's good, Raptors Digest community? It's your boy, Marcel Martin. I just want to take a minute to shout out our sponsor, Javelin Sports. Pickup basketball is back in Ontario. You already know the vibes, as your boy Scotty B would say. Download the app. Join the Raptors Digest group chat. Try and play some hoops, man. You know, I heard Ben and Riker, they pretty nice on the court, but I heard that man Josh Goodwin, Goody Mob, man, he be getting it. And if any of y'all can send me a video of you crossing up Josh or dunking on him, I'll send you $50. I don't care. Do it. I love it.
Here, Marcel, I think what's happened is our Zoom chat is frozen. So I might need to like re-close the Zoom and reopen it. I don't know how this is going to work on live, but I'm going to put on a waiting screen and see if we can figure it out. All right, everyone, give us 1 second here. We will be back in just a moment. sec, Marcel. Rocking the coat. Let me see. Okay. Oh. There we go, man. We're all fixed up. Took a second. Well, we fixed it on the fly. I didn't think that would go so smoothly, but hey, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. You do know the vibes.
Bro, Gary Trent Sr. wearing a whole wolf. Shout out to Ryan for noticing that, because that is hilarious.
He's got the mink on.
Got the mink. But let me just dip in the chat real quick. Who we got here? Let me see. Mustafa said Marcel taking over the Raptors Digest. I can never take over what's not mine. It's a joint effort.
Hey, man, Marcel's part of the gang for sure. And then, oh, Thad Young. There we go.
Thad the Chad with a good layup.
Going and getting a bucket. Love to see that from him.
Easy cut.
That was a nice play by the T-Wolves there. Raps currently up 32-25.
Connor W in the chat said, I'm sorry, no, Lucas Gomez said, yo, Marcel, what made you pick the Raptors as a team being from America? I said it on the live stream a few streams ago, but, I'll say it again. Growing up, I wasn't really super duper into sports. I was like a nerdy kid. I played a lot of video games. I never liked going outside. But when it did come to basketball, Vince Carter was like one of my favorite players, watching a lot of his old film when he was in Toronto. Because, when he was in Toronto, I was a baby. Like, I was born in 95. So I was a baby, but when I got older, watched a lot of his old film. I loved he was electric. He was just electric. But I was only really a fan of him and not so much of the team. I was always a Kobe Bryant fan. He was, my number one favorite. But it was because of Chris Bosh, really, that made me fall in love with the team. Him, Andre Bargnani, Scola. Did we have Scola?
Luis Scola, yeah.
Luis Scola, yeah. So, watching the team be, first of all, underrated and just always the underdog. And we always won because of team basketball. We never had to rely on a superstar no matter who we had. Even when we had Kawhi, it was still team basketball. And that's what made me fall in love with the team. Chris Bosh and those guys, then Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, man, even Damari Carroll before Damari Carroll. So, the team just, for whatever reason, just spoke to me. And the fact that not a lot of people really gave them credit made me root for them more, because there was a lot that I saw that no one else saw.
Yeah, no, I think the underdog essence of the Raptors, even from the very get-go of this organization, is something that, I'm surprised it doesn't resonate with more people. But, of course, there's a little bit of a stigma of being in Canada. But then again, we wouldn't be the underdogs if we were resonating with everyone. So, hey, Marcel, I'm happy you're on our side, bro. And I got to say, for anyone watching Thad Young right now, I know he's not blowing anyone out of the water, but I like how difficult this dude is on the court. He's not scared of anyone. He's, mocking opposing players, which I don't know if mocking is the right word. He's a gamer. He looks intense. And Gary Trent Jr., the D to the O. Let's go.
That boy dangerous.
That's a bad man, Marcel.
Ooh. Gave it right back.
Answers for the T-Wolves. We're up by 6 points right now.
Ooh, Dad.
Oh,
Ooh,
misses that one.
If he made that, I would have to change my tune.
He's got a weird, he really gets his legs into his shot. He kind of leans back a bit, too. Oh, and then Beasley knocks down the 3 for Minnesota. It's a 1-possession game at the moment.
We got to close out those threes, man. But shout out to, who was it? I saw it and I chuckled. Oh, I can't find it. But someone said Fatty Daddy, and then Akatsuki gang said Fatty. Up Delano. Ooh! At the buzzer. At the shot.
Beautiful.
Buzzer.
Man, I love that elbow jumper by him.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get that elbow jumper reliable, then he's just like a dangerous type of player. And good to see him knock it down there. And then McDaniels shoots a 3 for the T-Wolves. He misses. And it's out off of the back of the scoreboard. Raps getting the ball back.
All right, man. I may be coming around to that. He don't look like a total bust. If Nick Nurse trusts him, I trust Nick Nurse. You know, I just want to see. I got to see something, though. Something's really got to just make me just go crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I got to see something.
He's going to break Pat Bev over his knee, and he's going to win everyone over.
Sure, Josh. Deep 3, Delano just yank it. Oh, back to Chad. Oh. Good look. The vision.
Gary.
That's fine. I like the pass, though. He didn't hesitate. Oh, God. The drop.
Wow.
Who was that?
That was Naz Reid who got the dunk there. Took the pass from D'Angelo Russell.
Bro, I almost said, is that the Manimal? Remember him?
Oh, Kenneth Faried.
Faried.
T. Ross dunked all over him. And then OG gets blocked there by Reed, and then the offensive rebound. Grabbed by Thad.
Good hustle.
And then OG driving. And that's out off the T-Wolves. That's out off the T-Wolves for sure. For sure. No doubt in my mind. No way. They got robbed there. That was out off McDaniels.
OG. I told you, you need OG to be more consistent. And I'll be fine. I think out of everybody, he's to be the one that, show me you've been on this team for X amount of years and you've got it. Like with that shot right there, bro. Like
he's got to hit those. Now, OG Anunoby, he needs to be. Bro. I've always felt like such like a party pooper for being the guy that's like that watches OG develop and need to temper people's like comments about him. Again, I don't do it because I want to see like people come back down to earth and not ecstatic about the Raptors. I'm just like, guys, like OG Anunoby has so much work to do offensively. Yes, he's gotten better every year, but it's like he's not that guy yet. But he's already that dude defensively. I won't lie about that. And then Gary, Delano, bro,
fouled. He got fouled though.
I don't know how you don't hit that, but yeah, he is going to be shooting 2 at the free throw line. Ramaz in the chat saying we need Moses Brown. Still a very popular name that's going to be coming up in the buyout market potentially. I'd like to see it too. He's young, athletic, and 7 feet tall. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I think he would be a G League project for sure, but a G League project that like you stash him, right? Like you put him in the G League, you call him up every now and then, but like you bank on his development because he's got high potential. When he was in Oklahoma, he had some crazy games. Like he had a couple 2020 games. It's there. It's very raw though. Like not the same, but it's reminiscent of Delano Banton because Delano has a lot of raw talent. Maybe not in these NBA games, but if you keep up with the G League, he kills it every game he's in. So it's there. You just want to define it.
Yeah, that is kind of like Moses Brown in the same sense that anytime OKC was sending him down, not OKC, the Mavericks, anytime they sent him down to their like Texas affiliate, he's been lighting it up. Like they sent him down for one game, and yeah, he'll go like 20 and 20 in the G League, and then they bring him back up to try and do it again at the NBA level. But I don't know. I'm very surprised to see if he actually does get bought out. Because at very least, if you have him under contract, just let him develop in your G League. Like he does have a decently high ceiling. But if the Raps can get their hands on him, especially as a buyout player, I mean, we got Kem Birch last buyout market, which seemed like a great pickup right away. I think it still does look like a good pickup at very least. But I'd be excited, very excited, if we could go and get Moses Brown this year.
Hey, we got a GM Mustafa in the chat saying trade Precious for Jokic. Good trade for both teams. Nugget might need to throw in a pick though, man. Mustafa's making it happen, man. Trade machine, Mustafa.
Hey, we'll start pushing that agenda. We'll see how far we can get it. Jokic, absolutely.
Yeah.
That game against the Nuggets was tough. That was tough. We didn't really have an answer for Jokic.
I mean, see, my whole thought process behind that game was the only person that can beat us is Jokic. So let's force Jokic to be the only factor in this game and shut everyone out. And we fell short. We lost by 1 point, and that's a loss you can live with. I'd much rather lose to a Nuggets team by 1 than the Pelicans by like 30. You know?
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, it both happened, so that sucks. But you're right. If I had to choose one, I was more happy with playing a competitive game against Denver than what happened with the Pelicans. But I can't even speak to that Pelicans game as much. Like, it just absolutely blowing us out. I couldn't believe it. And I know they've made some trades, but I don't think they got really immediately that much better. CJ McCollum's a baller. He's a baller. But they also got rid of like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, a few other like impact players. I wasn't expecting to get the wheels blown off us like that, but it happened. We'll burn the tapes and hopefully get a win tonight in Minnesota.
Bro, I'm getting a little bit emotional right now. I don't know if you got the TSN stream, but
yeah, Jordan.
For those that don't know, Gary Trent Jr., one of his like good friends from high school, I guess he got into like a bad accident, that left him paralyzed, and Gary Trent has not stopped like showing love and support for his friend. If you go to Gary Trent Jr.'s Instagram page, every caption, every post, he ends with like a hashtag for him, or something reminiscent to his friend. And this is actually his friend's first game where he gets to see Gary Trent Jr. like in person.
Wow.
The emotions, man. It's like ever since that interview with Gary Trent's dad, I've been seeing nothing but just good things about Gary. That's just like, bro, you're a staple in this team now, bro. Like, you're a Raptor. No. It's in your blood. It's just who you are.
He's at very least, no matter what people would ever say basketball wise about him, he's a great person for what he's doing for his friend. Because I followed that story closely. It's one thing to say, you'd be there for anyone, but to actually do it, and for years and years after they needed the help, I mean, that's like a sign of true friendship right there. Nothing but love for Gary Trent Jr. And he's fouled right there. He'll be shooting too. But you're right, definitely an emotional story to talk about his relationship with Jordan, who, yeah, I believe it was even I think maybe a basketball incident where it happened. But these are things that could happen, knock on wood to people whenever. So you definitely got to live blessed and you got to live thankful. And seeing people like Gary Trent Jr. is always amazing because, I mean, the story, Marcel. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's, and it just adds to what makes this team great is that, it's not just a bunch of random guys thrown together. Like, everybody's got a story. Even if we didn't draft you, even if you came through a trade or through, free agency, with Gary Trent Jr., by now, if his situation in Portland wasn't the best. He was depressed and, coming to Toronto, everything got better. And, him helping his friend and always showing love and support for his friend, that's there. You've got Fred VanVleet, which I learned a lot about his story. I'll talk about it since we got a dead ball right now. He lost his dad at age 5. I didn't know that. I was watching an interview with his parents, but I noticed both of his parents didn't have his last name. So his father's actually a stepfather. His mom remarried, and his stepfather was actually a police officer, and he helped kind of be a guiding figure for Fred while coming up in Illinois. The rough side of Illinois, too. It wasn't Chicago, but it was still, like, I want to say, like, the south side. So that's an interesting story, too. I didn't know that till the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Fred VanVleet's, I knew that he was, like I think his family's last name's the Danforths or something. But, yeah, I heard a bit about his story and everything of that nature. And I know he's from, like, a tough part of Chicago. I mean, I don't know how many easy parts of Chicago there are, but Rockford definitely qualifies as somewhere that was difficult to grow up. So seeing Fred's maturity, it's next level. It's honestly next level because I feel like most NBA players, you can really go either way. A lot of these guys come out of like tough cities, but Fred VanVleet's done an amazing job being like a stand-up person, businessman, and athlete. Like, the guy's just a great role model all around. Definitely one of the better leaders we have. Like, that's regardless of who's gonna fill the role as the next potential great Raptor, he's definitely the guy that fills the leadership boots that Kyle Lowry left.
For sure.
No doubt.
This is Fred's team, and I wouldn't be surprised if, in that documentary that's coming out with Fred's, if, it kind of alludes to Fred kind of being that leader even while Kyle was here. On his later years, maybe the last year, the year before, Kyle kind of let Fred be more vocal, kind of prepping him for that role.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. I'm going to give the box score a quick look. I have not done that yet this game, so just to get an idea of who's been performing great, who could step it up a little bit. At the moment for the Raptors, our current leading scorer is Gary Trent with 16 minutes played, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 5 from three-point range. He's looking hot right out of the gate. Ken Birch has 4 points in 6 minutes, 2 rebounds to boot. Pretty nice performance for him. OG Anunoby still has not scored. He's taken 5 shots. He's got 1 rebound, no assists. Like to see that pick up a little bit for him. But Siakam's got 4 points. Barnes has 7. He's got 7, 2, and 2. Scotty Barnes, I want to see a nice performance from him tonight. It's been a while since we've seen him take the offense into his own hands, but tonight he's looked pretty. He's been engaging a lot on the floor right now for the Raptors. Hopefully he can keep that up. Or I should say initiating the offense. And then Precious Achiuwa, he's got 2 points, 1 assist, but nothing more. So early in the game here, Raps are currently up by 4 points. Let's see where this one goes. And the tip's won by Cat and the Wolves.
Dub. It's going to be
yes,
a
sir.
dub.
It's about how you finish.
Scotty. It's not how you start.
It's how you finish.
But
McDaniels.
I just want to address a comment in the chat real quick. I wasn't ignoring you, Ty Cornfield. I was a Raptors fan probably since I was about 13, 14 years old. Math is not my best, subject right now, but I want to say it was I was always a fan of Vince Carter. I used to watch a lot of his old tapes and footage. I used to play NBA Live 2005 when I was a kid, and I loved playing with the old school Raptors. But whenever we drafted Chris Bosh, that's when I started paying attention to the team a little bit more. What was that, 2007, 2008, something like that. That's when I kind of really keyed in more on the team, and that's when I became a fan. I'm originally from New Orleans, and then I moved to Maryland. I was never a fan of the Hornets or the Pelicans, couldn't care less, and the Wizards were always doo-doo. So.
And then you ended up a Raptors fan. Legendary stuff, man.
Ken
Birch
Fred's
just had a nice
documentary came out today. I gotta check it out.
Fred's documentary came out today?
Yeah, Lucas Gomez put in the chat. Came out today.
OG got a little putback there, but yeah, I'm gonna need to check that out too. That's I saw it was supposed to come out. I didn't think it was today. I thought it was tomorrow, but that's hype. I'm definitely need to watch that as well. McDaniels kicks it back out to Russell. Prince.
I think I'm behind.
Yeah, could be. I'm at 416. What are you at?
I'm at 428. Let me refresh. The stream was kind of stopping and going. Let me refresh.
Scotty got the ball off the rebound. He kicks it up to Gary Trent Jr.
410. Yep.
Okay, I'm at 402. Let me give it a quick pause here. What are you at right now?
I'm 403.
403.
Oh, ooh, he lost it. Come on. Ooh. It's going to be close. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game.
Yeah,
but
no doubt.
If you're a Raptors fan, if you know, you know. Second half is our best half, so.
Ooh, they have been recently. Oh, gorgeous move by Pascal.
Make him jump!
Yes,
sir. Make him jump, Ghost Peppa P!
Showing off the floater. And then Pat Bev keeps it inbound to McDaniels, who spins and gets a nice bucket. That was a sweet move by him. We're up by a bucket right now, 45-43.
Our interior defense is just sad right now, man. They're getting easy cuts to the basket. Oh, Scotty. Don't look for the foul. Get on defense.
The T-Wolves have pushed it a bit in transition, too. We got to get back and stop those opportunities.
Yeah.
It's with Cat right now. He's covered by Birch. Hands it off to Russell. Back down to Prince, who shoots the 3, and wow, just gets it to go. Almost rolls out, but T-Wolves hit it. They take the lead by 1 point.
For a very defensively minded team, we let it slip from time to time, man.
Yep. It is a game of runs. Scotty, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Baseline Barnes.
Baseline Barnes. I like that handle. But that was nice little precision shot there. Puts up the floater and gets it.
Gary tried it.
Great job pressuring Cat there, but he gets open and finds McDaniels again, I think. And is that an and one? Oh.
That should have been a travel on Karl-Anthony Towns, first of all. But whatever. These refs.
That's tough.
I think it's just something about Minnesota. It just makes you blind. You can't really see well.
Man, there's so many. I find it hilarious, dude. We talk about this all the time, but like, you know, weather's used as a weapon against Toronto in free agency. You know, everyone brings it up, but at the same time, it's like, bro, it's the same winters you get in Philadelphia and New York. It's not even as bad as Minnesota. Like, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole, but you know how we feel about that. I know you feel the same way.
Nah, I'll go down that rabbit hole because it makes no sense. It's cold in Minnesota. It's cold in Detroit. It's cold in New York. Like, y'all just don't want to play for a contender, man. Y'all just go where the money's at. Y'all don't want to win a ring. And if you don't want to win a ring, then I don't want you on my team. That's totally fine, too.
Simple as that, man. Simple as that. Oh, and it's also cold in Brooklyn for anyone that wants to go play with KD. But right now it's 48-47. The Raps have 2 minutes here until halftime. Unfortunately, we cannot do the hot take segment with two streamers on here right now. We just can't fit it into the technical setup. We already had the stream blow up on us once tonight. But guys, put your written hot takes in the chat. We'll read them out as we're talking at halftime and get the conversation going. So appreciate you guys and don't go anywhere. OG, do OG. Something. There we go.
That's what I need.
Got the mid-range Shay.
OG cash machine. Oh, that's a charge. There we go.
Nice.
Big body.
Nice. Oh, you like to see that. Good job by Chem on defense, laying it out and getting the call.
Man.
Good job.
Bro, seeing Gary Trent Sr. on the court side of that fur, bro. It's like, yes, we see you, sir.
I think he lives in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think he played 3 seasons there because Gary grew up in Minnesota, or at least he went to high school in Minnesota.
Okay. Oh, he's probably got some of his people at this game for sure then. That's cool, yeah. Gary Trent Sr., one of the best follows on Instagram for anyone who does not know yet. Pascal Siakam over to Scotty Barnes. Oh, just misses and almost... The T-Wolves take it the other way. Oh, who just hit that? Oh, my God. It was Beverly. Siakam with it. Still a one-possession game. OG gets it in the paint, kicks it. Scotty's going to step into an open 3 or a long 2. And he misses it either way, man. Bro, we got to start hitting some of these shots. Come on now.
Come on, don't lose Pat Beverly. How does that
not have that happen? All right, so 37.3 seconds left in this one. Siakam inbounds the ball to Scotty Barnes and gets it right back. Siakam gets past his first defender, kicks it to the corner, and that's way out of there. No, that's... He's calling for someone that... He's saying someone tipped it. That was a tough pass. I got to be real. Great idea. Bad execution.
It's not how you start. That's how you finish.
Well, we'll see how they finish, but... Not finishing the half great, that's for sure. Cat with it. Fakes the jump shot. Birch doing a good job covering him right now.
I like how Birch is just, staying on his feet in front of Cat, not taking the bait.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's hopefully what he can continue to do, but he ends up fouling him there. That's weird. I mean, Cat hit the shot, so I'll take the foul instead, but like... Yeah, that's not a... Well, you tell me where that foul was. I'm not even mad about the foul. That's just like, I don't get it.
I thought it was just good defense.
You just put a hand on his hip when he had the ball backing in, but whatever. Edwards misses. Rebounded by Siakam. Come on. Go. Push it.
I need a last-minute bucket. Oh, Gary.
Oh.
You guys are. Ooh. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
Tough, man. That's tough. You know what? Could be worse. Like I said, even though we've been mentally accustomed to thinking of the T-Wolves as a really crummy team, and they're competitive this season. They got a lot of different weapons. You could argue Karl Anthony Towns is like currently a top 8 player in the league statistically. They're rolling. But so are we in our own right. So this will come down right to the wire. If you're watching this right now, make sure not to go anywhere and drop a like spike, show some love, get us up to 100 likes on the video.
Let's see, where are we at right now? We got 94 watching and 57 likes. That's unacceptable. If you're here, that button should be filled in because you liked it. Do it.
Marcel has spoken, the bald mamba.
Mm-hmm. You won't respect the bald mamba.
Marcel, I'm curious. I'm going to ask a broad question here, but who do you think is coming out of the West this season? I'll give my answer after.
The Suns.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too, actually.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Warriors are the Warriors for sure. But I don't know if you've noticed that Steph's been kind of in a slump lately shooting. And yeah, you got Clay back, so that's a whole other weapon. You got to ease him in. I'm not saying it's not going to work, but there's things they need to work on. When I look at the Suns, it's like, what do they need to work on?
They got
That's
it all.
That's a complete team. That's a complete team.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I think they are too. They're really good. They're well coached. They got like big physical defenders. They got vets, young guys. Like they got every kind of like variety of player you would want on your team. So they're good. And they've got NBA Finals experience. They're fresh off it. So I think that they are going to be a force to be reckoned with this postseason. And I got to be real. I hate being this guy because the Warriors are so loved. Even in a Raptors franchise, like people still have major appreciation for the Warriors, but I don't see it with them. Even when they were winning, I thought that they were like very exciting. They're very good in transition. If Steph can hit like 40% of his threes, you're definitely going to be winning regular season games. All that stuff, but they just don't at all seem to me like the old Dubs. You know, the old Dubs had a completely different, like, business-like oriented vibe. This is a different team. They're a little younger. They got more, like, debatable role players now. I don't think it's anywhere close to what it was, even though that record looks pretty, like, close for a bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll give the Warriors this, that, Draymond's also, I think he's out. I want to say Draymond's out because he's been injured.
I think he is,
he's been injured since Clay's return. And I know what I said before. I don't think he's a top defender in this league, but he does contribute to his team's success big time. So a fully healthy Warriors team versus a fully healthy Suns team, I still give it to Suns in 7.
Yeah, no, I'm going with the Suns. And Tom Moreau brings up actually a really interesting thing here. He's saying, are we collectively scared of Boston yet? Because I am. All right, this is Marcel. I can already tell by the way you're looking. You're not scared of anything. But if there was an up and coming team in the East that started off slow to be scared of, it's not the Atlanta Hawks. It is the Boston Celtics. This team they're really good. I think that we've pretty much always, like literally before the championship, after the championship, whenever, we've really struggled with Boston. And I think it's because they have star power, and we're usually a team of very good role players, but if a star takes over, it can be tough to contain. And Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcel, the numbers do. Hey, this is not me hyping up Boston. This is me recognizing that we cannot play like B to A- level basketball and get past them. They're going to be in the postseason with us.
All right, Josh. First of all, calm down. Let's pump the brakes. All right,
no,
because I'm sorry. I can't look at my screen right now. My girlfriend's on there. She's reporting tonight. Kia Nurse, I love you. I know you're not seeing this, but if you ever do watch this, I love you. I know you got a man. That's fine. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the Celtics. I'm not scared of a leprechaun. I'm not. Everybody's scared of a raptor. If a raptor walked in your room right now, you'd pee yourself. If a leprechaun walked in my room, I'd beat him up for his gold. And that's what we're going to do to the Celtics if we see them in the playoffs. So you think I'm worried about a leprechaun? Let me tell you something. You talk about star power. It's either Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. It's never both of them. It's one or the other. One plays well, one plays average, right? And that series where we lost to them in 7 in the bubble, if Pascal was not this shell of himself, and if he was playing like he is right now, we would have won that series. And you know that. I'm not worried about the Celtics. They are a very, very well-built team, but for whatever reason, they fall apart at the seams, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. You would think Marcus Smart is the glue guy. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not worried about no Celtic when I'm a Raptor. Come on.
Yeah, no. Look, do I think we would beat them? I do. Do I think if we played kind of bad and faced them, would we win? No, we wouldn't deserve to. Like, they are a really good team. They're not going to fold. And the reason I say that is they have the star power, but yeah, they also made a big deal at a trade deadline to get in White, and they also made a huge deal to get in not a huge deal, but Time Lord I think is really underrated. Like, I saw him locking up Giannis the other night in the fourth quarter, and I'm like, this guy, he's going to be an issue. They've got some players. I will definitely say that. They got Al Hortford back there. We're going to have our hands full, but they are definitely one of the teams in the East that I think has a rising stock that we're going to need to deal with pretty soon. But let's take the Leprechaun's gold. Time Lord's a big leprechaun, but we'll take his gold.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Elf?
Yes.
It's like that's Robert Williams. He's a pretty big dude amongst a bunch of short people. I don't care who you are, bruh. I don't care. I really don't care. But I mean, in all seriousness, yes, the Celtics are a good team. They just beat the Philadelphia 76ers by 48. Yes, at first glance, you're like, what? How could they lose? You just picked up James Harden, who's super ball dominant and is not having a very efficient year. And you got rid of Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. And you lost to the Celtics, a very young and mobile team. I'm not putting any stock into that. I mean, good for the Celtics. They got the win, but I'm not going to put too much stock into that. But I'm going to keep watching Philly. If they keep losing, or if the Celtics keep blowing out teams, then I'll say something. But last time I checked, there isn't a single player on that Celtics team with one of these little bad boys right here. One of these, yeah.
One of them. Yeah, you're not wrong.
They ain't got the pedigree. It's on their DNA to win.
Hey, I don't think that they have. No. I don't think they have championship instincts, but we gotta make sure that we don't end up playing down to their level or anything of that nature if we run into them, because I don't know, man. They are a team capable of getting opponents off their game, but it'll be interesting to see how everything shapes up this postseason. I don't think that the Wizards are making it, and this is still a hot take, and I apologize to all fans of basketball because everyone's going to hate me for saying this, but the Cavaliers are coming back down to earth. I know that everyone loves Darius Garland. I know that everyone respects Jared Allen. I know that everyone kind of roots for Kevin Love. I get that there's things about this team that like basketball fans tend to flock to and want to defend, but without Colin Sexton, Ricky Rubio, limited playoff experience, I really don't think you can actually maintain like a top 6 seed in the East this season. We'll see if they can. I think they're going to be in the play-in though. That's one of my hotter takes, is I think that they're going to drop to the play-in.
That hot take's a little bit like some spoiled milk, bro. That hot take was a bag of spoiled milk.
Why? You think the Cavs are sticking around in the top 6 in the East?
Look, I'm not trying to be a stand for the Cavaliers, but right now they're 4th in the East. And let me remind everybody, it is a very tight race right now in the East. Between the 1st seed and us is 6 games. That's tight. Between the 1st seed and the 4th seed is only 2 games. That's tight. But right now, the Cavaliers would have to play the 76ers. And in the 7-game series, I'm giving it to the Cavaliers. Why? Again, what did we see last year? It was literally Tobias Harris trying to carry that Philadelphia team by their dead bodies through the playoffs. If you don't, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you right now, Tobias Harris is that dude in the playoffs for the 76ers, right? But let me tell you what the Cavaliers have that Philadelphia doesn't have. Cleveland has young players who like to run. They got young guys that run and gun on that team. I know Colin Sexton is out, and I'm going to say this. To have a record of 35-23 being 4th in the East, you don't need Colin Sexton, bro. I was never a big fan of him. I thought he was too much of a ball hog. He was a glorified a glorified bench piece that got starter minutes and just wanted all the attention, all the glory, but with nothing to show for it. He gets injured this year. They have a little bit of a rotation change, and look at them. They're 4th in the East. Philadelphia has consistently been a mid-tier team in the East, and yeah, they made some pushes. We took them in the second round. What last year they made it to the second round again against the Hawks. I think the year before that they were like a first round exit because I think Ben was hurt or Embiid was hurt. Somebody was hurt. Somebody's always hurt, and that's another thing. Injuries. James Harden is still technically injured. Joel Embiid, hold on. Give it some time. He'll get injured too. God forbid, but it's going to happen. They don't have Seth Curry. I'm not trying to hype up Seth Curry, but when you have good role players, it takes up so much of the workload off of your starters. Who on that team is going to come off their bench and try to take that off of Joel and James Harden? Thibault? Maxey? Who else?
Maxey, but I don't think that they have a ton of score. They kind of run into a similar issue as this Raptors team, where they have an impeccable starting five that can all score and play defense, but when you dip into that bench a little bit, it becomes a question of, okay, yeah, you got deep defenders, but where's the scoring options deep into your bench? And they don't have an overwhelming amount of those. I think Philly's still in a pretty good position. Like I think that Philly should be beating out the Cavaliers. That's my personal belief. But you know what? The Cavs have been proving people wrong all season. So I very well could just be hating again and feeding into this narrative of they're the underdogs, and they will continue to silence the hate. But I don't know. I think Colin Sexton, I don't like him. Personally, I don't. But I also do recognize that he is someone that's going to bring you some wins. Even if you need to play him in sort of a secondary role to Darius Garland. But
the only way you win with Colin Sexton on your team is if he is a backup point guard. That's it. He likes to play hero ball, right? I don't know if you remember, it was when he got drafted, it was when LeBron was in free agency, right? No one knew where it was going. When Sexton got drafted, he was like, "Come on, LeBron, come back to Cleveland. Let's run it back."
I remember that.
Right then and there, I'm like, you got too much dip on your chip. Slow down.
Bro. Okay, I gotta be real with you. I watched the highlights from that draft the other day. The reporter, she teed him up for it. She said, if LeBron right now is looking at free agency, if you could say one thing to King James, what would it be? And he was on the spot. He was like, I don't know. I'm here now. Let's get this done. Let's run it back. I probably would have needed, most athletes would have said something in that situation, I feel like too. But in general, I don't like the guy because he just he generates almost like a persona out there that I feel like isn't accurate to how he's always feeling. I respect the guys who are cold and emotionless or hit back. He's someone that's always a Pat Bev type where it's if I'm not running around like a madman, then I'm not doing my job. And I respect it to a certain extent, but it's just weird optics. I don't know. I'm having a tough time describing my disdain for him, but I definitely don't like him.
I mean, he's a good player. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's in the league and I'm at home, so he's a good player.
Hey, sometimes I temper my takes like that.
I mean, I'm definitely a fan. I'm a viewer, but for what that team has and what they need, again, the fact that he's been hurt all season and they are where they are, do you need him? Trade him for some bench pieces. Boom, I'd move him because Darius Garland is that guy. And then don't forget they got Rajon Rondo. Playoff Rondo finna come in and just dismantle any team. I'm not trying to give the Cavaliers too much credit, but I know who playoff Rondo is. He's a problem. So
yeah, no, he'll help them out a lot. Man, I'm looking at so many guys the Lakers have shipped out over the past few seasons, and I'm like, oh my God, you need a few of these dudes back. No Caruso, no Lonzo, no B.I., no Rondo, no JaVale McGee. All these players that proved they could win as Lakers are now just elsewhere, and the Lakers have made themselves into a friggin' circus. I love LeBron James. I defend him to death, but the man should not be running a front office. He doesn't have enough hours in the day to understand it properly.
Look, I've talked to my dad about this before. There is some weird curse in Los Angeles. You play for the Lakers, and if they ever trade you, you will have an amazing career. D'Angelo Russell, you've got Julius Randle, even Zubac, you got Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Alex Caruso. Even Josh Hart, he found his way around the league. He's in the Trailblazers now, but it's like and even Kyle Kuzma kind of turned it around in, DC.
Facts.
For whatever reason, the Lakers will find all these great young players like, be free, go somewhere else. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's weird though too, because I don't know. LA is one of those places that, they're always gonna have the advantage of, and you need to think down the rabbit hole a bit with how this works, because yes, of course, all teams get the same amount of draft picks and all that, but teams trade players for assets like draft picks. Teams get players through things like free agency. Free agency is dependent on location and weather and all this crap. The Lakers actually do get some pretty, I'm not saying it's bad. I get it. That's the way it works. People want to play in LA. Maybe if I wasn't on my couch watching the NBA, I want to be playing in downtown Los Angeles too. Who knows? I get it. But wow, it does tee you up with a lot of opportunities to trade people away. Even look at the Lakers. Bro, they signed D'Angelo Russell, flipped him that season for Andrew Wiggins, who's now an all-star. Like, that's wild. Yeah. But hey, when you play in California, good things come your way, apparently. That's the takeaway here. We're fighting.
Unless you play for the Kings.
Yeah. Okay, good point, Marcel. Yeah, you do not want to be in Sacramento.
No. They call themselves Sacktown. I don't want to go to Sacktown.
Yeah, but we the Cheeks.
We the Cheeks, though. I'll go to Cheek City before I go to Sacktown. Can we get a hashtag We the Cheeks in the chat? Do it for the one time.
Drop the WTC, man. Okay, we are back underway. Marcel, we lined up right now. What are you seeing on your stream?
I got 11:20. Gary got the ball. Screen with a shot. Oh, way off. Oh, good board. Oh! The birch float.
I got to get myself.
Foul? What happened? Something happened? I don't know what happened. Oh, uh-oh. Carl looks hurt. Looks like he messed up his hand.
What's the time on your clock right now?
I got 10:54, 53, 52.
Okay, perfect. I know where you are.
Oh, D'Angelo shot the ball. Ooh, the threes, bro. The threes hurt.
To get that one. All right, we're in the same place now. Scotty Barnes feeds to Pascal. Ooh. Pascal gets it stripped. Oh, come on, OG.
Make a play. There you go. Rise up on him.
Gorgeous.
Hey, Nettie in the chat said, nah, Marcel, because the Lakers is not a team who draft and develop. Their method is taking advantage of their market and use top 10 players to win championships. You can't argue with their track record. I'll argue with their track record for every year after Kobe Bryant. The only reason why they won with LeBron is because they got AD. They're not going to win again for another 15 years, and I stamped that. All right? They won because they had Kobe, and they put good pieces around them. When all those pieces got old, what happened? They couldn't do anything until they got LeBron. So you're right when it works, but when it doesn't work, you're wrong. So,
hey man, the Mickey Mouse ring.
Yeah.
What's going on here? The refs call a stoppage of play. We're down currently by 3 points, 56-53, and wow, man, Karl Anthony Towns is a special talent going off the dribble there. We're getting the replay.
They're showing the replay when Scotty. Ooh. Huh? I don't know. I'm watching replays.
Yeah, we're on different streams, so we'll be seeing different replays here. But Scotty Barnes had a nice little first half. Hopefully, this man can roll into the second half of the game.
FC in the chat said OG sucks, and my only response to that is your mama. How about that?
Hot takes pouring out of Marcel.
It's all love. Nettie responded to me. He said, but still, you have the championship. It's not wrong. I mean, I'll give you the LeBron ring. That's it. But again, every year after Kobe up to LeBron, nothing worked. They tried that formula every year, and it didn't work. You got it with LeBron. Crazy. Congratulations. Now, are you going to go another 10 to 15 years before you can do it again? Go ahead. I'd rather get mine out the mud like the Raptors. Just saying.
Facts. I'm with you there.
And then, hold on, Josh. Then he says, Raps win because of a lucky bounce by a top 10 player. Look, the basketball goes as basketball goes. I don't care because let's talk about that shot by Dame Lillard over Paul George to send the Thunder home. Paul George called that a bad shot. Shot went in. I don't care if it was a behind the back, no look, and it went in. Shot goes in.
But you know what's worse though is when people are like, you guys wouldn't have won without injuries. It's like, bro, without injuries, the Warriors might very damn well have won championship. And that's not an exaggeration. They were supposed to lose that game against the Rockets. They were down big time in the fourth quarter. No Chris Paul because he was injured. You put CP3 into game 7 in the fourth quarter in a game that you're already leading, you might end up with a pretty different verdict. And then also, Zaza Pachulia taking out Kawhi the year before. Kawhi was about to end their lives in the WCF. So I just don't. It's crazy. It's like, all right, if you're gonna say that about us, know you have maybe one genuine ring there, and that was after KD the Snake showed up. So it's like any discredit a Warriors fan gives us about injuries is just straight. It's stupidity. It's like, bro, you're gonna sign players and act like injuries don't exist. Get a deep bench. Prepare for the worst. Otherwise, you're leaving fate like up in the air. I don't know.
Oh, I think I'm a little bit behind. I got the rest of the scores table reviewing something, but I see somebody in the chat. Your baller said Bev might be gone. I think OG and Pat Beverly got into it before the chat. I told you Gary Trent and Pat might get into it, but I guess it was OG.
Yeah, you were predicting that it was gonna be Gary Trent Jr. getting ejected for getting into something with Pat Bev.
So Nettie, bro, I would love to have you during our halftime hot takes just so we can talk ball, man. He said, yeah, but what I'm saying is in history, NBA championships are with teams with top 10 players. It's a fact. I argue that. Give me a minute. I can give you teams that won that did not have a top 10 player. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but let's talk about the 04 Pistons. Ben Wallace was great. Was he a top 10 player at the time?
No.
The league had a lot of old, Hall of Famers at the time. You had Steve Nash, you had Jason Kidd, you had the entire Spurs team. You still had Kobe and Shaq, right? You still had, young Ray Allen. I'm just saying, did the 04 Pistons have a top 10 player at that time? Yes, I would say about 80-90% of championship wins you have a top 10 player. Was Kawhi a top 10 player when we won? I don't think anybody put that claim on Kawhi till after we won. I think Kawhi coming to Toronto winning boosted his stock tenfold. But when he left, are people saying he's a top 10 player still? I don't know.
We definitely did boost his stock because he got to play on a team that was already competitive. And bro, we kind of rolled up the red carpet for him and said just be you. And it worked out. I think he was a top 10 player that year, but you're right. It's also tough too because sometimes the criteria becomes self-fulfilling. Like when a player wins because they won, we automatically put them in the top 10. Like these need to be things that we look at before a championship's won. Like how were they leading? Like what was coming into the playoffs? Their standing in the league.
OG
I
gets
don't
a
know what's
flagrant
going on
foul.
with this call. What was that?
Hey, bro. OG gets a flagrant one. Hey, you know what that means? Next play, just deck him. Like, I might as well get ejected. Just knock him out. I don't condone violence. I don't preach violence. But I do believe in getting even.
Unless it's on the basketball court.
Of course.
Papa hits the technical extra there. Or I guess, sorry. He's going to be shooting another one for the flagrant.
Connor W. in the chat said, Ben Wallace was the defensive player of the year, man. What are you talking about? That's fine. I mean, Rudy Gobert wins defensive player of the year. Is he a top 10 player? I'm not taking anything away from Ben Wallace because I love him as a player. But in 2004, are you going to tell me that Ben Wallace was a top 10 player in the league?
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely up for debate. I don't think it's a shoe-in. That Detroit team is always a good example of a team that won without, like, Mr. Dominant, They were the closest thing that I can think of in recent NBA past. But we got playback right now. Towns shoots the corner three, misses, and is rebounded by Trent, who stays in bounds and keeps it to Siakam.
Hey, but shout out to Nettie with the hot takes. I love him. He's spitting some truth. He's getting the conversation flowing. He said, Kawhi stats is top 10 even before Raptors. But anyways, I'm not arguing because I'm like that too. I hated LeBron and the Spurs fan during the Lakers years. Hey, shout out to Nettie in the chat. You a legend. You a all-star. You a rock star. I love you.
Shouts out to Natty, man. And then we got Gary Trent Jr. throwing it around. He's going to look to take the 3. Pump fakes, gives it to OG. OG steps back for a long 2. Oh. Ooh, hoo, hoo.
Okay. Made up for that flagrant, which shouldn't have been a freaking flagrant.
I got to be real. I don't love that shot, but went in, so whatever. It is what it is. Shouts out to OG and Anunoby. The pick and roll from Cat and D-Lo, and then down low.
Scotty was anticipating a charge. Oh, God. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay. I think they're really trying to mess with OG tonight, bro.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Earlier, I realized I called Jared Vanderbilt Jarrett Culver. Jarrett Culver's a different player.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry. I was talking about Jared Vanderbilt. He's been great defensively. I gotta page myself for that earlier, because even when as I said it, I was like, that doesn't sound right. Now it's Vanderbilt. Woo! I meant to reference, and OG is someone poked the bear. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the friggin' bear.
Ooh. Oh, almost a D to the O. Oh, we're flying, bro. We are running all over the place.
We are.
Oh, come on. Where's the interior? Oh.
Raptors get the call. There we go.
Good call. Nettie was really about to have me go on a rant, bro, just because I'm such a Raptors fan. It's like, bro, I don't want to hear about superstars bring chips. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
Ooh, beautiful pass.
Gary. Oh, bad shot.
Misses. Man, Scotty Barnes does not know how to do an eye contact pass. He looks away after every. He could hand off the ball, and he's looking the opposite way. It's a pretty good habit, I guess. And Cat blows the layup. Come on, Scotty. Raps taking the D to the O. They go up. Siakam misses that. Kiss off the glass.
Cherry picking, bro. Nah.
And the Wolves get the flush at the other end. 62-57. We're down by 5 right now with 7:35 left until the fourth quarter.
Hey, shout out to Connor Dubb in the chat. He said the 2019 Raptors broke up. Nah, the Clippers are broke. We up. And you're right. You're absolutely right.
I love it. That's funny. Well, then Siakam getting a little bounce back bucket there. And then Edwards misses the 3. Rebounded by D'Lo, and then it's back to Anthony Edwards. Scotty Barnes is going to jump him here, try to go for the double, and then it's out. Oh, yeah, they're going to say that we fouled him. We kind of did. I got to be real on that.
Man. We the Cheeks. Anyway, this is a good time to plug in Javelin Sports because pickup basketball is back. It is not only basketball. I mean, if you want to go do curling, I think that's what they do in Canada. Ice fishing, riding some moose. Go hunt for a maple tree for your homemade syrup. I guess that's what y'all do in Canada. You can do it all in the Javelin Sports app. Download. It's free to download, and it's free to get this work on the court by your boy Josh Goodwin. Plug.
Yes, sir. You can get the work. It's on tap all day, every day. You just got to download the Javelin app and pull up to a park close to us. But, there we go. Edwards misses the second free throw. Raptors take it off the glass, and we're off here. We need to get some buckets here. Get some stops, get some offense, put that foot on the gas. OG feeds it into Pascal. Pascal makes contact, puts up the floater, and misses.
Bro, like the free throw discrepancies kill me whenever we play. Ooh, good. Ooh, good. Ooh, D to the O. Am I going to see it?
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh.
We're playing like the Globetrotters right now, but that was a little bit too much. Someone need to go to the rim. Gary kicks it over to OG. OG for 3.
Cash machine.
That's not it.
We need the power of the Cheeks to bring us back. It worked last time. Oh,
there we go. D to the O, let's go.
Ghost Pepper.
There we go.
Let's go. Hey, shout out to Lord 2 Senpai. He was giving us the cheek energy for that lay.
There we go. Spicy P getting the bucket for the Raptors there in transition. We're back on defense. Towns with the ball. Tries to shoot over Birch and gets it. Ooh, man. Karl Anthony Towns, bro. He's balling at the moment. Well, they're up by 5.
He said he's Karl Anthony Towns called himself the best shooting big man in the league.
I think he is statistically, but I know he's not really, you know? I'm not even kidding. I think statistically he's the best shooting big man of all time. I've heard like numbers about that. But again, I'll
have to check. Because you also got to think about this, bro. His career's not over. A lot of players that play long, they have that, that downfall. Because if we take Kobe's best years, or if we're comparing big man to big man, if you look at Dirk's best years, I think Dirk's probably the best, shooting big man. But if the numbers say Cat, it guesses Cat.
I agree with you. To be like a great shooter too, you want to be clutch, you want to be a winning player. Like all that stuff is stuff that like Dirk did, that Bird did. Like I guess Bird, I don't know what he's not a center, but you get what I mean. And I feel like Karl Anthony Towns probably just isolates the stats and tries to make a case because he can just pull up some numbers and show you like, hey, my advanced statistic here is higher than anyone ever. But yeah, no, I agree with you. He's got a lot of confidence, and I like that about Cat. But as a fan of another fan base, it's just definitely something where he can get under your skin. He's a bit of a loudmouth out there. He's like always screaming and stuff. He's like how Scotty Barnes probably comes off to other teams.
For sure. But it doesn't matter unless you wear that Raptors jersey. I don't care who you are.
I love it.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, let me check up the box score right now.
Yeah.
But before the box score,
before the box score, because I don't think the chat deserves it until we get 100 likes. We need a like spike. Plug it in, Josh. We need a like spike. And then give it the box score. I guess they deserve it.
That's crazy. Hold on now. Gotta get my animations rolling. Guys, drop a like spike if you have not yet. We appreciate you. Help us get up to 100 likes on this video. But right now, so Kem Birch, he's got 8 points. OG's got 8. OG better he's been upping it a little bit right now. Hopefully he can keep this rolling and get this team back in front of the T-Wolves. But Trent Jr. 15-3-1, Siakam 12-3-4, Barnes 9-4-4, and then Delano Banton has 3-3-1, and then actually Thaddeus Young in 8 minutes has 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. That's pretty nice.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I wouldn't be too surprised to see Thad come back in at some point here, but we'll see.
Probably in the fourth, he actually to bring it on home.
He actually didn't really ace the eye test, but he did. His stat line's pretty nice right now for a limited sample. We'll see if he gets back out there.
And shout out to Connor W. He said you just can't compare shooting bigs from before Steph Curry versus after. That's just
exactly
the Steph effect.
Well, you don't agree with that?
Only because Steph did not influence Dirk. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, you know what? You actually do.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, that is
because
a good point.
Dirk, and I'm only 27. I've never watched the entirety of the NBA's history of every player, but in more recent years in the modern NBA, Dirk was the first stretch big, right? Which you can say, Kevin Durant is kind of sorta. Towns is, but shout out to the man who in the chat, Nettie. He also mentioned Garnett and Bosh are better mid-range jump shot, and that's true too. Garnett was going to hit that box every time off the mid-range, and it was going in. And same with Bosh.
Yeah, he needed that diamond from Uncut Gems, but he was a knockdown shooter, bro. Oh, let's see it. Gets fouled. Oh, man.
Beat him. Hit him. Gary.
Kind of slid on his knees there. That's tough. What are you at right now in the game?
4:57. Gary's about to go shoot 2. Ooh, bruh.
Okay.
Pat Beverly with a hard foul, and I thought Gary was going to get up in his face. Ooh, bro. They're showing the replay right now.
Bro, look at Pat Bev. Why is he so extra, man? He stood right over Gary, holding up his hands yeah, it was me. He was actually he's an instigator. I knew he always has been, but bro is he's extra.
Well, look, when you're in the NBA and you don't get paid a lot, you're going to do everything you can.
Yeah, fair enough.
Gary.
Tom Moreau saying my
Sliding.
knees would not have survived that fall. Yeah, that's what stood out to me too. Gary like slid there for a moment. That couldn't have felt nice. But
Where
and
did
then
the
we
foul?
foul McDaniels.
Oh, who? I ain't seen no foul. Man. Ah,
Towns right now has 17, 7, and 3 for the T-Wolves. We got to answer that. We can't let him have a Jokic type night against us. And Jokic actually fizzled out of that game for a little bit, but he was there at the beginning and the end where people remembered it most and ended up with a W, which I don't know, tough to live with, but the Raps are still playing good. Hopefully we can come around back to our winning ways right now.
really quick. Mike Kamina dropped somebody in the chat. He dropped the name Danielle Marshall. I'm looking up him real quick. He was a 6'9" power forward, small forward, and he shot 43 off the floor, 35 from three as a career. He played a pretty long career from 94 to 2008, was on a lot of teams. I guess he was also
kind of
a stretch big,
name.
you know. He was a pretty good scorer, pretty efficient. Okay.
I mean, he's got a good three-point percentage, but Siakam with
he was
the
actually
ball.
on the, bro.
What?
Bro, we need an F in the chat because Danielle Marshall was a Raptor, and I didn't know this.
Oh, dude, I didn't know he was a Raptor either. But like I said, his name did sound familiar.
2003 to 2005, he was a Raptor. His nickname
Oh,
was
damn.
D Marsh, Yell, Big Homie, and Secret Weapon. Oh God. Oh,
That's
God.
hilarious.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
The secret
actually.
weapon in 2004 for the Raptors was tanking. Big tank.
Shouts out to Marshall, man. There we go. Siakam. Oh, gets stripped by Pat Bev. Staying with the Raptors, though. And Pat Bev is one crazy dude. He's a good
Doing
rap.
all that talking, but you ain't doing a whole much. But shout out to Susie, a regular and a legend in the chat. She said we need to match up Champagne with Pat Bev. I want to see that.
I like it, actually.
I
That's a
wanna see
cool
that.
matchup idea, yeah. Oh, and Thaddeus Young's back in.
Ooh, Thad the Chad. Ooh, Pascal in the paint.
Great
With a floater.
Great cut by Siakam.
We need that. Cut the lead down to 4.
McDaniels to the corner to Beasley. And then,
I think. What's all? The inside passes, man.
Cat gets the bucket. McDaniels has actually been kind of impressive this game.
Yeah. Apparently, Danielle Marshall had the 3-point record in a game at one point.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, nice passing along the baseline. Bro, and that pass by Thad Young, that was kind of a bad pass, but Precious Achiuwa strong as hell, holding on to that thing and flying up for the dunk. Edwards. Come on. No!
Is that not a shot?
No! Bro, he like waited to see if the shot missed first before he was going to make the call. Are you serious? No. This might be worth challenging. Yeah, I don't see how you can. Wow. It's a cold world, Marcel. It's a cold world.
Do I know why the Timberwolves are winning right now?
The
Because they have
refs.
a bald mamba of their own. I know you see number 6.
You know who he looks like is Larry from Overtime. That page, you know, Overtime Larry. He's the bald guy that works at Overtime. You haven't seen him? It looks like him. It looks like him.
His beard's nicer though. Oh, that Air
Yeah.
Thad. Air Thad.
Edwards kicks it out to Larry. Back over to McDaniels, who drives, tries to find Cat again.
Raps ball. Let's go.
There we go. We turn them over. But yeah, McDaniels is, you know, I always try to avoid hyping up opposing players, but man, it's a long live stream, and I'm a basketball fan, so I will say that I knew McDaniels was supposed to be decent. He hasn't really blown me away, but this game he's stood out for the Wolves, or the T-Wolves, as a really talented player, I'd say.
Yeah.
You're reluctant to give the same credit?
Does he wear the Raptors jersey?
I don't think so.
Ah, there you go. There's your answer, Josh.
I love it. Unwavering loyalty by Marcel.
Nettie said, I started following the Raps after I got an NBA card, Damon Stoudemire, back in the 90s. Oh, I hope you kept it.
That's cool.
That's a collector's item right there. Oh, since we got dead ball, I want to tell a quick little story. When I was in the Army, it was like my last year before I got out, I used to go to these card shops. Now, for those that don't know, I'm a big nerd. Big old nerd. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was a kid. I used to go to tournaments. I've been to a lot of tournaments. I've traveled. That's besides the point here. But I went to the card shop like I always do. Now they had like sports cards too. I was just flipping through and I see a Michael Jordan rookie card. I said, oh, how much is this? He's like, I don't know, $25. I'm like, okay. I buy the card and I go to my card and I check on eBay, bro. I can sell that thing for like $25,000. And so I still have the card. Well, I don't have the card. I gave it to my dad as like a gift. I told him to just, take care of it. I put it like in a little sleeve protector and to eventually send it in to get graded. You can send it to like a company that will grade it, and depending on the grade, how well, the card is in the condition, you can sell it for more money. So that's a little fun little story I got for you.
That's crazy. So you found a Michael Jordan rookie card that you were able to purchase for like next to nothing?
Yeah, because like the card shop I went to, it was like a little, small little business, little mom and pop shop. They didn't know anything. They just bought and sold stuff. Very rarely did they ever check the price of things.
Wow. Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess because if they weren't specializing in it, might have just like flew over whoever was working the cash's head. Huh. That's crazy, man. That's a wild investment. Tell him to take good care of that, because that is going to be worth a lot of. I mean, it already is, but these things definitely just continue to improve over time. And I'm telling you, trading cards, like whether it's like Pokemon, baseball cards, basketball cards, these collectibles are coming back with a vengeance. I mean,
it is weird. I mean, I guess it's just a fad, right? Because I mean, I've always just been a collector of stuff like that. Again, I'm a nerd. It is what it is. And then I started watching I didn't watch, but I saw YouTubers getting like a bunch of subscribers and viewers just by opening packs. I'm like, I don't even watch people open packs. That's weird. Like, oh wow, I wonder what random card you're gonna pull. Who cares? But people watch it. I'm like, to me, that's weird. But
it's actually a huge part of the YouTube community. But you're right. Like, I think it is. Yeah. It's a cool experience. I've seen the guy that does the Pokemon cards. I mean, like, I don't know enough to get like that into it, but he's got like a massive following.
Oh yeah.
Top Shot's really popular for that too, with those packs.
No, I'm not too proud to admit I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. I definitely price it from time to time. I think right now I've got about a $4,000 collection. Don't quote me on that. Woo! It's close. I've got a lot of stuff that I just kept over the years that have gone up in price.
Those will be collector's items soon enough. I mean, they already are, but Larry picks it off there. Great job there, but
what? God. Laughlin, McLaughlin, whatever his name is.
McLaughlin will be shooting two. Gets fouled in transition there by, I guess, Pascal Siakam. I don't really think anyone touched him though. Maybe
no. Pascal didn't touch him until the ball left his hand.
Yeah, even then I didn't really.
Bro,
the refs have been difficult tonight.
They have shot 22 free throws, bro. Maybe we need to try to attack the paint more.
And normally I can admit when the refs are helping us out. This is bad. Okay, McLaughlin's wearing the SpongeBob Kyries. Like, we can't be losing to this man right now.
Hey, yo.
Man, who's in the NBA and wears the SpongeBob Kyries? You know what? Actually, I can't tell if I love it or hate it, but it's a statement for sure. Pascal Siakam with the ball right now.
There you go. Hey, real quick, Josh, I think Connor W in the chat's got a good idea. I need you to go with me on this, right? He said, Marcel, you should sell the card, buy Ethereum. When it goes to the moon, sell that and buy a controlling stake in Javelin. When they IPO at $1 trillion, you can buy the Raptors. Bro,
Damn.
if I could be a part owner of the Raptors, man, I'd be courtside every game. I'd be sitting there with the super fan, with Drake. I'd be up there with Masai. I'd act a fool if I was a part owner, bro. I'd be going
Oh
crazy.
my. Marcel, you treat it like your home, man. You come out in your house coat to watch warm-ups, have your coffee, say hi to everyone,
Yeah.
get the game day fit
I'd be
on.
at every practice, bro. Every practice, I'm just like, good job, guys. Good job. High five. I'd be in the huddle, too. Oh, yeah, I'd be annoying.
Man, I can't be lying. I'd be there with you for no doubt. Oh, Precious Achua. There we go. I might have hit Naz Reid on the way up, but he gets the bucket. Count it.
I'm going to say this.
then
This has been a long third quarter, bro.
I know. I've been noticing that too. Man, the refs have been all over this game, so it's been slowed down for those reasons, but definitely. Beasley kicks it out to McDaniels, who shoots the three. He misses. Naz Reid tries to get the rebound, but it's grabbed by Thad. There we go.
Oh, let's see what make a play. Oh,
Deflection.
so really quick, I saw something that Now I'm not. Don't take my word for this. Do your own research. I am no expert when it comes to crypto or NFTs, any digital stuff. Don't quote me, but I did read an article that apparently Ethereum might spike soon to like $30,000. Don't quote me. Do your own research.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I had some worries about ETH. That blockchain wasn't designed to support the amount of traffic it's got. They're putting this is total like nerd talk, but they're making it a proof of stake versus proof of work now, which makes it way less consumptive of energy and whatnot. But if ETH goes up, that's good, because I sold something the other day, Valentine's Day morning, the morning after Valentine's Day. I sold a NFT for about 40 grand worth of Ethereum. So if that works out, I will be very happy, because right now Ethereum's very low. So if that goes up, I know I was gonna bring it up when you were talking about the trading cards, but this was crazy. It's like the Minecraft project I bought. So that was nuts.
Josh, bro, let me in on this digital scheme of yours, bro. I'm trying to make some money. Y'all, look, if the Raptors Digest can get rich off this digital scheme thing that everyone's getting into, bro, we can buy a building, turn this Raptors Digest to like a full-blown studio. I'm talking about a real media outlet, bro. Let's do it.
Hey, bro, I'll invest it all right back into the brand, because that's one day when this is all blown up all the way it should be, then that'll be the moneymaker. But right now we're fighting in the NFT community, trying to make some money. But Gary Trent Jr. drives, kisses it off the glass. Let's go.
Now I will say, it's been a struggle in the third quarter, but the lead has never gotten away from us. We have been right on their tails the entire third quarter, and I'm loving it.
That's true.
McLaughlin.
Good defense by Thad.
Travel.
And then the travel.
Where are you going? Where are you going, my
sir.
boy? You have to bounce the ball if you want to move, man. What is your first day here? Come on, kid. Get this guy a map. He's traveling.
Hey, we're going to get the last shot of the third quarter here. So Gary Trent Jr. has the ball in his hands.
Gary, let's get it. Let's get it, Gary. I want ice in your veins. D'Angelo Russell ain't got it no more.
5 seconds.
He's washed. Take that shot.
I thought that
I
was
bet on that
going.
shot every
I thought that
time.
was going.
I don't care. I bet on that shot every time. Why? Because it's Gary Trent Jr., the truth.
Man, he is the truth. I'm seeing Ramaz saying tank for Chet Holmgren. I haven't heard him say this in a little while, but I think we're out of tank range, man. I gotta be real with you. I also don't want Chet Holmgren. Like, if he landed in Toronto by luck, by some terrible miracle because we sucked, then that'd be whatever. Then at that point, I guess. But we don't need lottery players. We're good. We got the guys that we want to develop and work with moving forward.
For sure, bro. 40,000 in Ethereum, bro, man.
So it's about 10 ETH is what I sold it at. So It was good. I got in at like 1.5. I feel like an investment bro at the bar right now. Where I'm like, look at my portfolio, man. Like, no, I gotta be real. I was too hyped. For me, that is life-changing money. It's 100% life-changing money for me. So that was very cool. I'm definitely willing to celebrate that sale a little bit.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, we're about to see Josh come into streams with like a gold chain on. Not like mine. Mine's fake. I'm not gonna lie. I wear fake jewelry because you're not gonna rob me for anything of value. You're gonna rob me for like a $30 chain. But Josh about to have a whole grill. He's gonna be real Joshy Ice with the ice, baby. He gonna be pulling up to the Raptors games in a Lambo, drop top. Man,
can you imagine? I better be living in the Lambo too, because I can't be affording. I'll live out of the back of the Lambo. Hey, where are you going home to? The parking lot in my Lambo.
Yeah. Yo, you gotta pay the parking lot rent.
Oh, in Toronto, that isn't cheap either, man. I need to go park somewhere else.
Bro, so I've got some friends out in Kitchener, and
okay.
I really can't tell you how I made friends with some Canadians. Like, I'm talking about almost 10 years ago, right? Don't know how, but we're good friends now. And they've always told me how they want me to move up there. And I had a job before the job I'm at now. The job before, they had an office in Toronto, and I had to have been with the company for like 2-3 years before I had the option to transfer out of the country. And so I told them, like, yo, if I'm here for a few years, I can move out there. And so I started looking at like apartments and houses out in Toronto. I can't afford that, bro. Heck no. I live out in the outskirts, my boy.
Come to the suburbs, man. Come hang out with me in the suburbs.
I'd have to.
Yo, Malachi Flynn's on the court right now.
We got a Crimson Flynn.
Fourth quarter surprise.
Him earlier, bro. I think we needed Flynn earlier in the game.
I like this move. I think it's right on time. I like where Nick Nurse's head's at right now. Thad Castle. Let's go.
Good play. Good play.
It's over with D'Lo right now. D'Lo kicks it over to Beasley, who shoots a three, and he misses. Oh, and it's rebounded by the T-Wolves. It's been a tight whistle tonight, bro. These fouls have been crazy.
Come on, get these rebounds. Good job, Flynn.
Good job, Malachi. But yeah, there's been a ton of fouls. Siakam.
Pascal. Earn it the hard way, Pascal. There you go. There we go.
Fouls right on cue. Thank you, Mr. Official.
That fourth quarter comeback's looking good.
Bro, I'm liking Thad Young. I heard Chicago fans call him one of the most underrated players in the NBA in his last season with them. So that was last year. I'm praying.
D'Angelo Russell gets a tag. So we shooting three. There goes your lead.
Siakam.
I like what I see.
Bars.
Hey, keep complaining, D'Angelo. You know, D'Angelo's a young dude, but like when he has his beard, his hair up like that, he looks older than me.
Yeah, well, man, he's been in the NBA now for a minute because he played like on the Lakers with Nick Young, didn't he?
When he was a rookie, yeah.
Yeah, and okay, this is like way off topic, but Nick Young is so funny. Him and Gilbert Arenas is one of the funniest relationships in the NBA behind like Chuck and Shaq.
Bro, when it comes to when it comes to Nick Young and Gilbert Arenas, I think Gilbert Arenas is probably one of the brightest minds in basketball. Flame me if you want, but if you watch his podcast, like he's no bum that just, you know, fizzled out in the league. I mean, there's a reason why he's not in the league, but I mean, he knows the game of basketball and he's very smart. I think Nick Young's a bum. And then my honest opinion, I think Nick Young's a bum. I think he has a lot of talent, but he doesn't take the game serious.
Yeah, no, he is like, I agree with you. I won't call him a bum, but I do agree with you. And I feel like, I don't know, that's kind of what makes him funny, but like low-key Gil has that in him too. Like he can be a fool, but like Gil, you're right to say he doesn't always sound eloquent when he gives his basketball takes. Sometimes he's a bit in your face and like very blunt about what he says, but a lot of times he's correct.
Bro, there's been a lot of no calls. There's been a lot of no calls, man. Really quick, I don't know if you keep up with like celebrity drama. I do because I'm nosy. Is Michael or not? Maybe it's not. Is his name Michael Beasley? Is that Michael Beasley? Malik Beasley. Is this the same Malik Beasley that was cheating on his girl with Scotty's wife? Scottie Pippen, that is?
No, I think that was Beasley, like Michael Beasley, that played on the Heat with LeBron. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Future as well did that, but that's a
these
different
turnovers,
conversation.
bro.
Yeah, McDaniels goes up, he's fouled, and thank God that spills out of the rim. That was about to be an and one, but instead he'll just be shooting two. It's 77-74 with 10:20 left in this game right now. Raps got to do something.
Apparently Nick Young's not Nick Young. Gilbert Arenas is a Raptors hater. Doesn't surprise me. Apparently Gilbert Arenas is a big Raptors hater. I guess he throws his slander our way.
He is. He's actually deliberately crapped on the ring before. He's said like, "Oh yeah, man, like they have that like Toronto, they'll never win again." Like he's said like the typical like American centric commentator thing where it's like they got lucky. Kawhi left. They'll never have anything that cool again in the near future. It's Raps.
Yeah,
like he's kind of. You're kind of walking back the Gilbert Arenas takes now. Him and Nick Young bums.
I just never understand why Raptors, like our chip, gets so much hate, bro. When there's worse teams in the league that don't have rings. I don't get it.
Maybe our fan base is too passionate. People just like get tired of hearing from us. Ooh, Chris Boucher. They're gonna need to hear from us right now. That was a bucket.
Oh, he's bringing us back to life, back to life, back to reality. I'm a little old school. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, my.
There we go. Precious Achiuwa, man. The front court, jacking up some threes and knocking it down. Oh, you love to see it. And I've been noticing the presence of
the only sniper. What's that?
Man, that was a bucket.
Man. Whole squad sniping, baby.
I got us frozen again, I think, right now. That's tough.
It's all good. I got you, baby. While you fix it, it's your boy, Marcel Martin, coming to you live from my bedroom in Texas. It's Raptors Digest. We got a good game going. I think we're up by a lot. We up by a lot because it's already our game. We won as soon as we stepped on the court. Tip off, it was already our win. They should have went home to the cold Minnesota. They got a lake out there called Lake Minnetonka. Sounds like a ratchet girl at a strip club, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. We are a classy organization. We the Cheeks. We the North. Come on, baby. We doing this for Fred VanVleet. We need our boy to go into the All-Star break with all energy, no stops. We need Scotty Barnes and Precious Achiuwa in the Rising Star game. And I think we got Alex Antetokounmpo in the Skills Challenge. Yeah, we got it like that, baby. Toronto Raptors, stand up. Let's get that energy going. I need a like spike in the chat right now.
Marcel, okay. While they like Spike, I need to do the same thing with the Zoom where I'm gonna put it on the live waiting screen. I'm gonna call you into the Zoom room again, and then we're gonna get back onto the live because right now I am frozen. So 1 second, everybody will be back in 1 moment.
You're.
We are back. There we go.
Sorry for that outburst, Digest fans. Your boy was getting a little lit. off the bag milk. Because we the North. We the North.
We're drunk off the bagged milk, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens when Chris Boucher and Precious Achiuwa are knocking down threes. Siakam with the ball. He's driving in, backing in on Reed. Goes up strong, and it spills out of the rim. Oh, that's tough.
The rim's crooked. McLaughlin.
Seriously,
trash.
Yeah, get that out of there. SpongeBob shoes. Like, that's a...
Get that
You cannot be getting any buckets in those.
SpongeBob gets no buckets. Ooh. Thad, work him, Thad.
Oh. Just misses that mid-range by Thad there. That's tough. Naz Reid for three. Misses that off the front of the rim.
Everybody's just throwing up threes right now. Like, everyone looks desperate.
Yeah, this is a bit of a long ball game right now. A lot of fouls, a lot of threes. Feels pretty modern NBA.
Thad the Chad.
Sir.
The Chad. Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Has he won you over yet?
So what?
Has he won you over yet?
No.
We're working on it.
Hey, man. It takes more than once, man.
Nice rebound by Precious.
Quick little story. I want to say was the last year in... yeah, it was LeBron's last year in Cleveland where he swept us. Back then, I did not like Pascal Siakam, and he was still young, and I used to mispronounce the name so much. I was like, who's this Pascal Siakam? Get him off the court. He's costing us the game. I did not like Pascal when he was young, but I want to say it was the year we won the chip. That whole season from start to finish, he definitely won me over that whole season.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's players don't, even like for me and Lowry, I didn't like Lowry really or appreciate him honestly until like 2016, which is like tough to admit, but like that was the point where I stopped like yelling his name at my TV when things would go wrong, and that's where I started to be like, okay, he can have off games. I understand what he brings to the table. So it does take a while, and I'm pulling your leg a little bit about Thad Young, but he will impress you, especially when he's in a humble role like this.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you want to win me over, all you got to do is put on that jersey and commit. That's all. That's all you got to do,
Facts.
Man. Like, do you remember P.J. Watson? I really wanted him to develop into like a really good like spot up shooter off the bench for us, and it didn't work out. I think he's a free agent right now, but I mean that's really it. Just put on the jersey and just commit, and I'm a fan. That's all it takes.
Hey, do you remember when Paul Watson? Are you talking about Paul Watson, right?
Yeah, Paul Watson.
Do you remember when he? Oh, lost an earphone here. Do you remember when he? I think it was one of his first games playing in the NBA level. He like volleyball swatted someone, and that's when everyone looked at each other like, "Yo, who is that?" And then he had a kind of a nice run there last season.
Charge. Oh, it's gonna be a game. No, yeah, I think Paul Watson's just one of those guys that just has great flashes, and I think he needs to just go to a team that'll give him the opportunity to show you who he is, show you what he can do, because I think he's a very skilled player. It just, you need the opportunity, and a lot of players just need that opportunity.
Portland, give him a contract. But right now, D'Lo's bringing up the ball for the T-Wolves. He's guarded by Malachi Flynn. Flynn gets around the pick. Good job by him. Ends up with Cat, who's going to shoot the three.
The best big shooting man in the league. Let's see it.
Apparently, we didn't get the memo. Oh, man. Knocks that down. Malachi to Thad. Ooh, great job.
Thad the Chad. And his father's name is Brad. Not really.
Not really. Not actually. Don't quote us on that one. But
don't quote
gets the bucket there. D'Lo misses that, and it's rebounded by Flynn.
Ooh, all right.
Good things happen when Malachi Flynn is on the court.
Ooh, I think Dad should have hammed that thing down. Let him take the three. We're just letting them shoot whatever they want. Whatever.
Bro, they're playing with some pretty poor fundamentals right now. They're playing home run basketball. Like, it might work out for them, but the Raptors are playing better fundamentally. We're not settling. Siakam yanks it in the mid-range, misses that, and then it's rebounded by Cat, stripped by Thad.
What?
No. What?
Bro, that's called defense. Oh, God. Pat Beverly's coming back. I know their coach said, "Hey, go foul somebody." And I know the chat can't hear, but my dog is crying outside my door right now. I can just hear him just whining. He's like my child, bro. Like, I spoil him so much.
He was cute. Bring him on stream. You had him here last time.
Well, see, I've got the way my whole computer setup is. I've got this power cord that kind of just sticks out, and he likes to step on the big bright red button. He'll walk over it, but when he looks at it, he'll start to like scratch at it, and he'll just reset my entire computer. And I was worried last stream when I brought him on that he'd do the same. I'm like, please don't turn me off.
Fair. Yeah, we'll avoid that situation for now, but shouts out the puppy.
Bro, I really think we should have like been playing. That was
he got blocked into next week.
I really do think that we should have been playing Flynn not the entire game, but before the fourth quarter.
And then Beverly knocks down the 3.
All right, come on now. Don't get
Beverly will bring a team a winning edge, I gotta say. Man, everywhere Pat Bev plays, they end up being a playoff team. I don't know if that's by coincidence.
Okay, calm down. There's no correlation. Okay, that can be a coincidence. Okay, calm down.
I'm not correlating them necessarily, but he's a gamer is the point. Hits that 3 there for the T-Wolves. But Raptors still ahead. Raptors have still done a whole lot of work to get themselves into this game, and not just back into it, but ahead. The lead never really went too far out of our control, but it's good to see us in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. It'd be good to get a win because 2 straight losses after, some amazing basketball thus far in 2022. I'd rather just stay in that win column and see how far we can push the envelope this regular season.
Yeah, and I think honestly that's what I've come to terms with, especially I think middle of December. I was like, you know what? How far can this team go? Because like I said last year, I feel like we were ahead of schedule as far as where this team is supposed to be and where this team is going. Last season it was a bad season in Tampa. We get the 4th pick. We get Scotty. We thought this was a rebuild year. Some growing pains, some ups and downs, but somewhere along the way we found our flow and we rode it and we just kept winning games and everyone was looking good. You see the growth across the board, and now it's like, how far can we actually go? Let's do that. Let's just keep going. Fastest rebuild I've ever seen.
Yeah, this was a rebuild that really just I mean, I don't even know if a rebuild's fair. We had circumstances that really affected our ability to win that was out of our control, right? Like relocation, injuries, the free agency stuff, I won't lie, that did add up after a while. And it's just we were briefly able to hit the reset without needing to fully reset our roster and routines. And that's a pretty nice privilege for a team. So, you know what? We're back and competing sooner than many expected, probably sooner than even our own fan base expected. But yeah, man, we're back now, and it feels damn good. Mike Kamina is saying Thad plays like a point forward. He's got good game, man. The people in Chicago were really hyping him up. They were trying to say this guy's one of the most underrated pickups in the league. Even at his age, that it really seemed like they were describing a Serge Ibaka situation where they get that freak defender and he's got a better tuned offensive game late in his career, if you know what I mean. He's not the same as he was when he was young, but he's more efficient and smart now.
I mean, I don't think Serge was a good comparison because I think Serge
in terms of trajectory, trajectory
good off the jump. He's needed the right team to propel him. And if you look at Serge's stint with the Raptors, he improved almost every year. Goes to the Clippers and now he got hurt. Now he's in Milwaukee. It's whatever. But I mean, I'll give Thad Young his props. He's no bum. He's no scrub. He'll find a fit with the Raptors. And if we compare him to the players we had last season,
Gary, yes sir.
It's getting scary.
Let's go.
Boy. 23 points, 4 of 10 from 3. Let's go, Gary.
Wraps up by 8.
But I think that Young is a better acquisition as of late. You know what I'm saying? Last year we had Aaron Baines and Alex Len and DeAndre Bembry, and I'll give Stanley Johnson his props. He is a good defender, but I think Thad Young is ahead of a lot of those guys that we had in the past.
That's fair. I like Bembry. I like Bembry. He got waived by the Nets the other day, which is unfortunate, but
I think the
good. I
Bucks
like
are going
him.
to pick him up.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I think that's what I read is that the Bucks are going to pick up Bembry.
Man, he wouldn't be bad to have on a contending roster, just like deep on that bench. I mean, he play makes and plays next level defense. I've always liked him, honestly, but Gary for 3 again, just misses, and it's rebounded out to Precious Achiuwa. Precious, he's got it, hands it off to Siakam. Siakam's telling him to clear out. He wants to go. Driving, kicking, and then Precious just misses. Siakam, that's the 3rd offensive rebound.
There we go. Thank you, ref. Jeez, they were swarming Precious. Precious got to put on an extra like 10 to 15 pounds of muscle and just be a complete anchor where I don't care if you got 1 or 2 guys on top of him, he don't move.
Yeah, man, he's so strong for how young he is. Like, he throws people around out there. He dunks on people. Like, this guy at like 28, 27 is going to be like a specimen.
As long as he keeps going in, the right path that he's going now. Oh my! Come on, Gary,
Pat Bev, bro.
Please
I need Gary
him.
Trent Jr. to hit a big shot on Pat Bev.
All right, guess it wasn't a foul.
Yeah.
Oh!
Whoa! Yes, sir. Oh, dunk on him, Gary.
Get that garbage out of here.
Bro, Pat Bev got so in Gary Trent's face after that block. I want to see Gary bang a 3 right in his eye. Oh, and that was sweet. Chris Boucher, he's got his teammates back.
Bonjour!
That was hype, man.
Now, I will say this. I think what irritates me most about Pat Bev is he'll do some sneaky, dirty stuff and then look like he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, what'd I do? Huh?
I was an actor.
Man. About to get into a 10-point lead, 3 minutes. Still got a lot of time left, but it's scary hours in Minnesota. Lake Minnetonka has frozen over because the ice in Gary Trent Jr.'s veins bleeds through this town, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Gary at the line. He's got a chance to make the lead 10, and he gets it. So 94-84 the score, 3:46 left. He's looking locked in.
Man. Bro, the way that we just... What the world? What?
Bro, we can't go 10 seconds without a whistle. It's actually getting crazy. Oh, my God.
What I was going to say is the way that we just hung on tight in the third quarter. Like I said, that was a long third quarter. But we never let the lead get away from us. And in the fourth quarter, we come out running. 10-point lead. Where are you going, Minnesota? You're going home. You're
going home.
You're done.
Cat with the ball. Tries to shoot it over Precious and gets it. Man, he's a very good shooter.
I'll give it to him. Karl-Anthony Towns, that dude. He's that
Marcel,
dude.
I love it, bro. You don't give your props to too many opposing players, but Karl-Anthony Towns, he's a good shooter.
I like Karl-Anthony Towns. Remember when they had Andrew Wiggins and Zach LaVine? Why didn't that work?
I don't know.
Because if you put them together now, that's a scary team. But whatever.
And they had Jimmy Butler, Cat, Wiggins. Like, they've had so many good players come through Minnesota. Sometimes it's harder than it looks, I guess. We're as Raptors fans, we have a lot of privilege of seeing teams that are like well coached, well trained, well conditioned. Doesn't always work out that way.
Ooh, Gary going to work.
Oh, just misses. Oh man, that was a crafty move. But the T-Wolves have it on offense now. Pat Bev.
Boucher came through flying. Now I will give.
Scotty Barnes trying to get his teammate back into the action there. That was funny, but we end up giving up the and one play. This is getting scary, bro. This is now a 2-possession game already. We were out here talking like we won the thing.
You start. It ain't about how you start. It's how you finish. Yo, Josh, I just realized that we're going to have a long break without the fans after this game.
Oh, yeah, because this is the last game before All-Star Weekend, correct? Like, we don't play
tomorrow?
We have
9 days until the next game.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to miss the fans. I'm going to miss the squad, the fam, the chat. I'm going to miss y'all.
Same.
Follow me on Instagram. It's retro_senpai. Follow me on Facebook. My name is Marcel Martin. I will follow back, and we can always talk and whatever. Oh, no call? Let him play. But yeah, I'm
finally dropping the
Insta
Insta handle.
IG in the chat so y'all can follow your boy. Cause I'm gonna miss y'all.
Finally dropping the IG handle. Oh, Chris.
Oh!
Yes, sir. Big block.
Get that garbage out of here! He sent that back to Newmarket. Get out of here! He sent that across the Great Lakes, baby.
And he spiked that thing. That's the second biggest block there of the night for him. Another big one coming up a moment before. Chris Boucher is standing on his head defensively right now.
I know they're
under 2 minutes to go. Oh, they give the ball up off the inbound. Sloppy pass by D'Lo.
Gary
for three.
Gary,
there we go.
Home.
Oh, D'Lo.
That's game, baby. That's game,
his
baby.
brother on the
Go
bench.
Home. Go home. You're done. Clock out. Sign out. Call your mom. Tell her to come get you. Because it's game, baby. It's over. Come on, baby. Nettie in the chat, Marcel Weeb. I told you before, I'm a nerd, baby. I told you I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm a nerd, man. I watch anime, all that stuff. I'm a cool nerd, though. I don't do the Naruto run and I don't cosplay. I'm a cool nerd. Yeah.
Man, I can't lie on TikTok. The cosplay girls, they're too cute, man. I can't not look. I apologize. I'm guilty as charged.
Bro, my TikTok algorithm gets me caught lacking so much, man. You think I'm down bad. I try not to look or like. I'm like, because I only go on TikTok for like funny stuff. Like I like to, I go on TikTok when I'm bored, try to laugh, find some cool stuff, and then it's a thirst trap. I'm like, nope, I don't want to see it. That's not what I'm here for. It's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, bro. It's if you're with someone just scrolling through TikTok, like there's the occasional video that pops up. You're like, bro, I don't know why that's in there. And it's just like the TikTok algorithm. It exposes people. I'll put it at that.
Man, you'll like the wrong video and you'll see everything that's just like it for like the next 3 months. But shout out to Susie in the chat. She said, "Love your Canadian knowledge, Marcel." Hey, I'm just I'm getting ready for when I move up north.
Exactly. Man, we need that housing market to calm down. I need a place eventually too. This is getting like
your housing market and the price of gas.
Yeah, the price of gas is insane.
And then you got the trucker convoy. Not trying to make this political, but there's a lot going on up there in Canada. I'm gonna wait till things calm down.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair enough. So right now, Edwards inbounding the ball for the T-Wolves. Wraps up by 10 with under 2 minutes to go. Oh, Karl Anthony Towns tips it back into his own end. How is that not a call, bro? What? Am I missing something?
I mean, they lost. They can do whatever.
Isn't that an over and back, though? Okay, yeah, fair enough. But that's weird. Normally, I would have thought that'd be called. But anyways, Siakam with the ball right now. He's hounded by McDaniels. Throws it over to Scotty.
Scotty's back in. Scotty's had a quiet night. I haven't seen too much of him.
It's kind of been
It's
out
been a
for
Pascal
the whole
and Gary show. There we go. We getting it by committee, baby. Yo, Pascal got that red eye on him. That boy, look, for all my nerds in the chat, my boy Pascal unlocked his Mangekyo Sharingan. You already know what time it is, baby. But,
Man,
what's up?
Sir, go ahead.
I was going to say, York Baller in the chat says, Marcel Gnarls Barkley. Crazy! You already know.
They got you singing again, Marcel. You said you wouldn't do it, but here you are,
Man,
singing again.
I do it for the people.
For the people, why not? Of course. But yeah, that is going to be a long break, man. We should look into potentially doing a stream for the 3-point competition to watch Fred.
I don't know
if Ben and Riker
doing. I was either we could do it for because I mean I'm gonna be honest with you, the All-Star game is kind of boring, and I'm only gonna really want to watch it for Fred, and because he kind of got picked last as a reserve, I fear he's not gonna get a lot of minutes. But I'm down to do like the Rising Star Challenge or the 3-point competition where we can get more focus on our guys.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It's just so like quick and like it's just. it's something that when it's happening, it's high octane right away. Everything means something. And then there's obviously the winner that gets announced, like, after everyone goes through a couple times. I'd be excited to see that. I mean, the dunk contest and the three-point contest always elicit some crazy reactions. I feel like that'd be a good one to do, but I'll see if Ben and Riker are streaming it. Either way, I feel like this channel will be active during the All-Star break. We'll check it out. But right now,
hey, they're
it's
saying oh, come on,
bro.
Oh,
this game is actually
back to the bench. But they're saying in the chat, spicy eye. Pascal's got that eye whenever you're like cooking or you're eating something spicy and you rub your eye. Yeah, that's the ghost pepper eye.
The ghost pepper eye is not good. Oh my god, I remember this one time my mom was she was seeding chilies and like I went to go help her, so I was like taking peppers out of chilies for like a while. And then I was like I was on my phone and I was just like rubbing my face or whatever like on my phone, and I was like, "Oh my god." I totally forgot I was just seeding chilies. Like, my face is on fire. Oh, you know what that reminds us off topic? One time I put, what was it? By accident, I thought hair removal cream was lotion. And my skin was dry on my face, so I put some on. And, bro, I almost had, like, second-degree burns on my face. It was insane. This stuff is hazardous. Stay away from it. But, anyways, game's still going on here.
Big dog.
Yeah, that was intense.
Ooh, come on. That was harassment.
Wraps up by 4 right now with under a minute to go. We need a little bit more offense to seal this one. Thought it was going to be sealed a moment ago, but
hey, we got
Gary
Ryan
Trent Jr.
saying, dang, Gary racist. He won't give the ball to Scotty. Man, and on Black History Month, Gary, come on. Shame.
So Gary's at the free throw line. He makes his first one. There
He's
we
about
go.
to drop 30. Yo, we kept D'Angelo Russell to 8 points.
He had a rough game, man. Anthony Edwards probably had a rough game too. I haven't noticed him much.
Oh,
there we go. Gary hits
I think that's
both.
30 for Gary. I think Gary got 30 tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
Pat Bev.
I don't know why you kicked it out. You kicked it out for a bad shot.
I guess they want to go for the three-pointer there, but Pat Bev, bro, you could have scored that. He heard the footsteps behind him. He didn't want to get cleaned off the glass. Gary Trent with the ball. They might try to foul him. Nope. Gives it over to Siakam. Siakam drives, gets it to OG, and they foul OG.
OG too strong, man. I really want to know, like, I would love to just, like, listen to a Minnesota game with Pat Beverly mic'd up. Because I feel like half the time he's saying nonsense. I really believe it. I believe he's not really saying anything half the time.
Yeah, I believe that too. He is like, I feel like when he's out there, he's like, how can I piss people off? Like, what can I do? Let me stand in this guy's way. Let me like undo his shoelace. Let me just like whine about he wants to be a rock in your shoe the whole time. Which I respect, but it's like, oh my God.
John Boucher in the chat saying Marcel moved to Toronto. Only when y'all's cost of living makes sense for a young black man in the struggle like myself.
We'll get you up here soon, Marcel. We definitely need to.
How is that a jump ball? Gary's like, huh? He was behind me. He hugged me.
Yeah, what? Hey, how does that make any sense?
I don't know. Gary's like, bro, I don't do this.
The officiating this game has been so sus.
Bro. But yeah, I think Pat Beverly should get the Scotty Barnes Award tonight for unlocking Gary Trent Jr. tonight.
Yeah, get under his skin, bro. That's a guy, you said it yourself, but like, similar how when Lowry would get poked, you don't want to poke Gary Trent Jr. He takes that personal. All right, well, that looks to be the end of the game. We got Pat Bev coming in. That's so funny. Pat Bev. He's like, you're about to snatch the ball, aren't you? Bro, that's a funny moment. Siakam knew who he was dealing with there. He knew who he was dealing with. But there we go, Marcel. I love that. Oh, and hold on. This is big. We got our guy, Paul Blunt, dropping the 1 in the super chat. This man's counting down the W's. Let's see. Let's hope we get hot again. But Paul Blunt reminding us that that's one straight game that we've won. Hopefully we can build on that number. But tonight felt good. It looked good from a lot of different angles. Minnesota's a good team. They're a good team. I was complimenting their players all night. Marcel had to tell me to chill on that, but they got some guys, bro. And we went in there on the road, ended this losing skid before things got out of control, and I'm hoping that we can maintain some good basketball. Marcel, what do you think of tonight?
Ball game wraps. All I gotta say is Gary Trent Jr. is the truth. We had Pascal Siakam, Ghost Pepper P, putting in that work. OG's got to find his rhythm. I think Scotty and him got to find their rhythm. I really do think having Malachi Flynn in the fourth helped us a lot as far as playmaking, just having another body. Boucher came alive in the fourth quarter with those blocks and those threes. So it was a team effort, and like I said earlier, man, the fact that the third quarter felt like forever, but we held on. We never let the game slip away from us. In that fourth quarter, we hit the ground running, and we never looked back, because that's what you do when you wear the black and the red. That's what you do. Come on. Come on.
Give it to him, Marcel.
Man.
Let him know. Hey, and Gary Trent Jr. better never go back to wearing no headband, because headband Gary's been a completely different beast. That he better just get that thing stitched to his head at this point. He's balling out. Let me give a quick recap of the box scores. Performer of the night for us was definitely Gary. He had 35 and 2, 5 of 7 from 3 with a steal. Bro, he's a hired gun. He is a hired gun in this league. And then you got OG Anunoby 10, 1 and 1. He had a rough game. Honestly, he had a rough game. Some nice moments, but overall rough. Siakam 17, 8 and 9. He again, like, very balanced line, flirted with the triple-double. I thought that he was solid, but nothing, not an A1 Pascal game. Barnes with 9, 4 and 4. He only played 31 minutes. 31 minutes is still a lot, but he didn't pop up as much in the second half. I liked what he did. 11, 6 and 1 for Achua in 20 minutes. And then Thaddeus Young in 20 minutes. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 of 9, 1 steal, 2 blocks. I mean, him and Achua producing a pretty similar stat line. I'll take it too. I like that. I'm big on that, actually. And some character, grit as well. And Delano Banton, 8, 3 and 3. That's pretty much the gist of it. 8, 3, 3 and 1. So yeah, that's pretty well the gist of it. Cat had like 24, 11 and 6 or something. He had a pretty good game for the T-Wolves, but no match for the Raptors tonight, and you love to see it.
Yeah, and I just want to mention also, the Timberwolves attempted 42 threes and only made 10.
Oh my God. That's tough. That's playing home. It feels good that teams like know they can't, just like get gimme buckets. Like, they're down to play home run basketball at home with us because like we're that tough. I like it. I think it's a testament. Maybe it's them being arrogant, but I think it's a testament to how our team plays defense. They'd rather gamble on the perimeter.
For sure, and surprisingly enough, we beat them in the paint. We had 50 points in the paint. They had 34. It felt like they were getting to the cup every time, but I love it. And I want to point out a comment in the chat. Where are you? I saw you. Liam LaBelle saying, "Is it just me or is Gary getting a little too cocky?" When you got swag, when you got the sauce like that, it's not called being cocky. It's called confidence. And that's what we need from someone like Gary Trent Jr. to shoot with that level of confidence, with that level of swagger. Because, a 30-piece without Fred VanVleet, come on. And I know that we saw Gary go for like 5 or 6 games with 30-plus. We were like, man, he can't last forever. And he had an off night, but then bounced back with a 42 bomb, had an off night against the Pelicans, then came back with a 30-piece, bro. Like, that's consistency, bro. Like, yeah, you can have a game or two where you fall off, but it's not how you fall off. It's how you bounce back, baby. Come on, Gary Trent Jr.
Trademark that. Hey, man, I'm with you. Gary Trent Jr. looks more and more lethal every day, and this team likes playing together, which is something that I think the T-Wolves have struggled to find for a long time. Now they're there. I think I give the credit to the T-Wolves. I think that they're going to be, nothing to really worry about this season or maybe even the next, but they got some players that are low-key pretty special in this league. So we'll see what happens, but the hot take of the night is Karl Anthony Towns the best shooting big man of all time. I think if you isolate some advanced stats, maybe he's at the top of the list, but Marcel and I aren't quite sipping that Kool-Aid yet. But guys, it's been so much fun. Of course, we have a massive break coming up. Before I fully sign off, Marcel, you have any last things to say to the people?
Gotta close it as I always do. I take mental health very serious. You're never alone as long as you got your boy Marcel with you. You're going through tough times, or you're just going through a rough patch. You feel like you don't have anybody, you don't have anybody to talk to. Hit me up. Like I said, my name is Marcel Martin. You can find me on a lot of social media platforms. I'll type my Instagram again in the chat. I'm very active on Instagram. So yeah, man, you're never alone. You can talk to me about anything. I know I've talked to Magnetic on Facebook. He FaceTime me. Adam, you in the chat. I know you are. You're watching because you've been messaging me. I talked to Adam as well. I think John Bouchand has added me as well. So yeah, add me. Don't be afraid to talk to me. I always talk back. I always make time for people, especially if you need someone to talk to. I'll always be that guy for you.
Bro, there needs to be more Marcel Martins in the world. Hey, and as I always say, I echo that statement. Community is everything to us here. I mean, you guys have built this into what it is, and we just genuinely look forward to coming on these days. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a ton of fun. The Raps are winning. This community is great, regardless of how the team's doing, always. And, I mean, we got a lot of exciting things coming up. So, guys, don't miss a beat. We're excited to get back and see you guys soon. But in the meantime, we're signing off.